Okay.
Well, that
ain't right.
This is how you leapfrog, right?
Yep.
You join missions that you are in no way, shape, or form.
That's a good point,
qualified for.
actually. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You get, you just fucking be dumb. That's what you do.
Oh wow, this is genius.
And then the inevitable loss is also part of how to leapfrog.
Anyway, this is how I'm doing this now. I'm not fucking doing this as a video. It's too much. It's annoying. I'd just rather just be playing as a low-level guy. Also, it's giving me like tips and things like on low oxygen. It's like this is what low oxygen is.
I've got one as well.
Oh, you just haven't turned those off, or is that because of me? It might be because of me.
I didn't know you could turn it off.
You didn't know you could turn hints off?
No.
You keep getting hints.
Yeah. Every time I go to like a thingy, a rock box, it's like, oh, this is how you do it. I'm like, I know. I've done it.
But I think to get rid of the tutorial, you have to do it exactly how it tells you. Or is that... Do you get that for everything?
I don't know. It just goes, I think.
My UI is
Whether
too
or not
big.
you do it, it just like fucks off.
God, it's so different. I mean, I don't know if it... It doesn't make sense how difficult it is. Oh my god. That thing?
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, at least the mutators aren't actually that bad. Like, it's not going to make the mission much harder. I'm stuck. Help!
Aim acceleration, I think I need that.
I'm stuck.
What do you mean you're stuck?
I'm fucking stuck. Can't move, can't jump, can't do anything.
I'm out of air.
Alright, well, I guess I'm here until we move the thing.
What's this? Oh.
Wow.
I keep forgetting that's a thing. I keep...
Hold on, let it grab me. I'm free.
Oh, genius.
Thank you, grabber.
That's what we call problem solving. Oh, the glyphid exploder, what's that?
You filling out your bestiary?
Yeah.
So, do you even have like the first upgrade on the drac?
On the drac? The drac?
Wait, the GK.
No, I got the first upgrade on my... I got ammo for the boomstick is what I got.
Okay.
I decided, I think this is probably the best guy made for this account. Because yeah, I don't like Driller, but I kind of understand his weapons better. I think it's just about the boomstick, actually. It might just be about the boomstick.
You're gonna have a take two and try and be a scout main. Because I feel like most of the best players are scout mains in this game.
Honestly, my opinion is that the best players are like very high level gunners who main gunner. I don't know why, but I think that's just correct.
They're like hidden. They're like lurking legends behind the scenes, where they're just like demigods that like play solo or just like join people and level like fucking 2,500. Right.
I think gunner is the most wholesome class, is what I'm saying. And I think that people who just play gunner but also very high level are probably the most useful players.
Yeah, but I think like probably like I think the solo scouts like speed run. I like some of
those guys are crazy
best players.
Yeah, because they show off though. That's the thing.
Feel much better now.
There's no modesty in a scout.
I know. There just isn't.
They're pathetic or douchebags, or pathetic douchebags.
Wait, should I drill?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like.
If you want to actually try and do this mission, then yes.
Might as well give it a go.
Yo, monkey.
Although the point is that you shouldn't be doing this. Don't join a has 5 or double warnings or hell.
Yeah, but Tyler, you need to be able to carry. Not like I can do that. I can't. I'm terrible carrying, actually. It's honestly my biggest weakness. I'm just not good in a team.
Actually, this build is fucking good, so I should be fine.
Is it?
I
Is it
played a
my
lot,
build?
so
Look,
I
it
don't
might.
think so.
Not necessarily. What
It
is
probably
your
isn't far
sludge
off.
pump overclock?
It's disperser compound, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes more sense, frankly.
Fragment count, fragment size, fragment fuckery, and then just a wave cooker that radioactives and neurotoxins.
That makes more sense, to be honest, because my one is the one that just makes it deal more damage over time. Sludge pump, because it's just about getting the most damage over time. That's the point of it.
Oh, shit.
But disperser compound
well,
makes the
it's
AoE just so much better.
I think for the sludge pump and just or like for the driller in general, I think actually just stacking an immense amount of status effects is basically equivalent to single target damage. It's like
it is driller's
an ice
equivalent, even with blistering
Like-
necrosis, because you're probably still using sludge and neurotoxin. What's going on in
The
there?
thing's coming.
Possibly. I don't know where
It's the
from.
heart.
Here.
Oh shit.
Power attack. Wait, I can't. I got nothing. I got nothing. Monkey's
Very
talking about that framework. I want to see more of those fancy guns really bad. I hope the Hurricane isn't lackluster again. It will be. I like
The
a
issue,
lot of the
the issue is with the
Hurricane
Hurricane is the Hurricane's design is kind of ass. Like,
I disagree with that. I just don't think it complements anything. I think it
that's
looks
why it's
like
kind of
how it
ass.
should. It's just a tank in gun form, but
Yeah, but it's literally it's like building a house in Minecraft, right? If you build a house in Minecraft that is a perfect rectangle and or square, it will just look worse than if it was a more interesting shape, right?
Mhm.
That's just a fact. And that is what the Hurricane is. It's something that would benefit from just like, I don't know, like a fucking hexagon somewhere, right?
Where?
Like if I don't know.
You mean like
instead of-
something that
instead
like
of the
something
tip
that
being
you know?
square,
So
it
hold
was a
on.
hexagon. That
know
would
how
make it look so much better.
That would be pretty fucking sick if it was actually a hexagonal barrel. It's not really a barrel,
Yeah.
is it? It's like
And
most
it
of the
doesn't
gun.
shoot
but-
out like a normal thing. It shoots out. Or it's not 3x3 square. It's just like a hexagon.
Now,
with,
Tyler,
like-
we're actually in a fortunate
Hello.
position here where this could be possible because of Betsy, but only if we get to Betsy before we move.
Yeah,
the
I don't know
bulldozer.
where the thing is.
I guess we'll
Alright,
just have to
isn't it
drill
always
forward.
east or something?
Is it?
Well, it's always something, right? Like Betsy, the director is always faces the sun way. Looks like southwest.
Bloody
It's about to get hairy.
Polish my boots.
This cave is pretty weird.
Pretty awful. For escort duty. I wager.
I might just drill towards
I might-
the sounds.
I might die. Horrible, horrible death at the hands of many, many evil creatures.
Then come to me. Alright, well Betsy's like right fucking there. Okay. Found her.
Zip.
Yeah, I don't know where you dug. I don't know where you digged. Oh, hello.
Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Over here. I'm gonna want the mule. Over here. Oh, she's right there!
Ow, ow, ow.
It's past your expiration
There you go.
date.
I feel like they
That
made
lady
Gen
did.
3 guns and didn't realise they don't work with skins. Well, they made them all. They made all the frameworks.
I agree with that generally because I think the Drax skins, the Drax doesn't really work with skins. It's kind of ass.
I think you're right, but the Drac is also probably the better designed one because
Yeah, but that's it's the same
follows
issue
a
with
good
the
principle of
crossbow.
having a very identifiable silhouette.
Yeah, but like that's I think I think that's really the issue. Is there's not much they can do with that.
What makes more
silhouette.
sense though? Prioritizing the gun looking how it should
Well,
conceptually,
sometimes you win.
or just designing it so it can accommodate for all of their frameworks, or doing it the other way around, because they made them work for the most part.
Well, I think as kind of mentioned, like generally they're kind
Let's
of
have a look. Oh, I've got
different.
nothing.
yeah. Like the fucking Hurricane is like quite nothing in its base design, and then if anything, you know, its frameworks are really doing a lot of heavy lifting. But even then, they can't actually do much. Like it's really just fucking identical constantly.
Yeah, realistically, I think
Like
Coil
even
gun's
fucking
pretty-
rival tech couldn't save the Hurricane. The thing that radically changes the design of so many things that
See-
it makes some pistols unrecognizable.
the thing is with the Hurricane, you're right, kind of. Even though it still changes a lot about the Hurricane, I actually don't like that. It's probably my least favorite rival tech design. The coil gun is pretty okay. Pretty fine. Usually, I think it works with everything. And that's it.
It's alright. I think the crossbow they actually they went harder than they normally do on like all of the designs. But you know how normally they only really change things up for like the latest ones, like the wasters and the
Well, I mean,
Builder's Choice and
the
stuff
waster
like that.
on the crossbow is ridiculous. I love that one.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's
But
comedic.
like, you even look at like Scale Brigade and like Trophy Hunter and that, because they really fucking changed like a lot more of the gun. Like look at fucking Custom Engineered. Like it changes so much, like way more than it does on other weapons. Because if they didn't, then it would do literally nothing to the crossbow.
I think they put a lot of effort into the crossbow in like every way.
Yeah, I think the crossbow was really a fucking passion project of the new weapons. I think that was really where their heart was at.
Totes,
Not that
babe.
it wasn't elsewhere as well, but like
More
I don't
time
know.
is fun
I feel
time.
like you got the fucking crossbow, and then you got like probably the wave cooker,
I need
and
Jadis.
then like the shard diffractor falls down a little bit, and then they just had the coil gun. They just really didn't. It doesn't feel like they gave that much of a shit about at all.
I think it's because they did the coil gun. They were just like, well, this is a rail gun, but it's also a gun of secondary. So we're just gonna have to make it look like a pistol, unfortunately. Whereas if it
Yeah.
wasn't a gun of second, if it was like an engineer secondary or a gun of primary, it would be big. It would probably be more like the Doom Ballista. You probably haven't seen that.
I know I haven't. What has it? Can you deal with 3 or 4? What do you think
Obviously I
you're
can do
actually
3.
physically capable of?
Obviously, I can do 3.
You want to push for 4? It's a nice
No.
round 100% bonus.
I know.
Alright.
What are you playing at?
Well, I can't do 5. That's the only reason why I don't. But I can do 4 pretty nicely. And I don't really want to go below that. Just like how you guys never really want to go to 4. But yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll do has 3. Because you're a new to the game. Welcome. This is Deep Rock. How do you like it so far?
Aerodynamic. I like it.
Yeah, Harry. How do you like this game? Oh,
Hi. Yeah.
you got the hat.
Yeah, it was the first episode was actually right in the tail end of Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe this.
At least you got some nice cosmetics.
Yeah. What? What?
You know what I mean? At least you got some
I don't know
out of the
anything.
gate.
The game looks so different, but it's not. I think it's just because there's something about the accessory shop. It kind of just looks a bit older to me because it hasn't changed that much in terms of layout. Or at least it hasn't changed
Yep.
in a very long time. So this just looks like old Deep Rock.
Yeah,
There's
pretty
nothing
much.
wrong with it.
I have worked hard to get it.
Old Deep Rock is good Deep Rock. But the issue is I think they've sat on that stuff too long as well. But with the whole cosmetics being in dire need of a overhaul. Well, they're not in dire need, but it's just they really should, because they do care about cosmetics a lot in this game. Like, it's a very important part of the game. But they
Help
just
me, so I can get my satisfaction.
what mission we doing?
This one.
Initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah, but what like assignment is it for you?
What do you think?
It's the first one.
Yeah.
I
I actually got
understood.
on this guy. I actually did promote my engineer. Oh. I got the first promotion. I got some more weapons and stuff. He was wiling out. Anyway, Baron Barrel is not alive.
Rip.
Rip Baron Barrel. R.I.P. Bozo.
I hate this damn planet.
I hope this mission will pay off handsomely.
If we survive, next round is our
It's effectively.
Be on your guard. Scanners indicate particularly rich veins of
could be.
morkite and gold further down. Bring it back, boys.
My hover boots. Don't stand. Don't get it. And you get that thing. Oh, it's a blue bug.
You shouldn't need precious minerals.
Mine's manual entry, glyphid radioactive exploder. Where? Get it.
Exafastafleet, turn that bloody thing inside out.
Why is it not dead, Tyler?
The chances are sodding low. Well, I don't actually. I want to, but I can't get behind the radioactive overclock because it just feels too unreliable. I don't even know what are the chances.
25%.
Yeah, it's fucking
tick.
bad. Like, I shot into Praetorian until overheating and not gotten fucking
That shouldn't
the
happen.
radioactive.
I'm gonna
often.
mark random location using the laser pointer.
Want something? We
Thank you
are
for that.
unbreakable. Move
I'll be sure to note that down.
Yeah, I'm just doing the tutorial.
We're the best.
The tip isn't going away.
Follow me. None can stand before
I just did two voice lines at the same time. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. Fuck. Little fucker. Get back here. Get back here, you stupid fly.
I call for the mule.
Just had a fight with radiation. I don't feel like I won, but I did.
Radiation. Send this guy to the penis explosion zone. We'd have his penis exploded immediately.
That kid in the skull.
Yeah. The problem is, in the original video, he says, like, send this N-word to the penis explosion zone, and I had to. I didn't stop myself. I realised that that's what it said. And oh, hold on a minute. I'm not
It's
supposed
like
to say that.
white people listening to rap music.
They shouldn't do that.
It's a very
Not
precarious
because
game.
because I think it's wrong for like culturally for white people to listen to rap music. It's just because rap is bad.
Get home safely, will you, Molly?
I don't actually believe that. I don't like any of it, but
I know Tom
too,
likes.
it's
rap
too popular.
quite a bit actually.
Doesn't James as well?
Yeah, James like some modern rap.
James likes a lot of random stuff though. that I realised when I mentioned like Avenged Sevenfold, which is like metal, but like still quite popular.
From A to D, skipping B and
Actually,
C.
to be honest, Avenged Sevenfold is probably the most popular metal
You
band
bug down.
currently.
Never heard of 'em.
Well, you wouldn't, would you?
No.
I mean, why would you? They're popular.
Thank you.
I feel vitalized.
There's some gold. Could you put a platform beneath the gold, please? There's a fleffer. A fleff. Got it.
If only Deep Rock would invest in some pesticides.
A fleff. A fleffer. There's a flessy flea. Oh my goodness.
Gold.
No!
Good old gold.
Who are you?
It's
Public.
Comatose.
Yep. You should replace the X with an N. Yeah. You like that? Do you like that?
Yes,
He's
thank
a
you
green
very
mid scout.
And that is
Why
fine.
didn't that? Why did that not one shot the guy? I mean, it one shotted those grunts, but not that one.
If you are level, if you can join Hazard 3s at any point, really.
Yep. If you've got any experience with shooters, you should be able to handle Hazard 3 just fine.
Yeah.
Deep Rock
If you've never played a game
some
before,
better equipment.
you play Hazard 1. If you've never played a shooter before,
Feel like I Clifford gunk in
Well-
every single crevice.
go away. Oh. 7 viewers. Hello, everyone.
There you
How's it going? Jesus, that video just hasn't stopped. The Q&A. It's nuts.
are. Yeah.
What a load of baloney. Also, I don't think
Yeah.
it's
So
got any dislikes.
what's everyone's thoughts on the almost definitely leaked weapon skin?
Oh, well, we'll do that tomorrow, but there was more leaks.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting, isn't it? That there's actual leaks and this has like happened.
They
Multiple
have been
times recently?
fumbling- They have been fumbling pretty hard recently. Yeah. Like they
If I was
got, like,
them-
fucking.
Play it off marketing. Pretty good marketing.
Well, the thing is this is not the kind of stuff that they really care that much about.
I don't
being
think they
leaked.
do. No.
Because, as mentioned, they do care about marketing, but only really for like big seasons. Because
Revan?
otherwise, it doesn't really matter.
That is a damn good point. He says, "What? Hey, if the 5th anniversary skins are supposed to be a DLC, why was it in a cargo crate?" Well, I think that's because
Ooh.
it might. You might be right that it isn't DLC, but it also might just be
think-
because it's a placeholder and it's like taking the fourth
Cargo
relic slot
crate
for some
probably,
reason.
like-
Gobble snarks.
I think it might be that Cargo Crate pulls frameworks from the code, right?
Lock up and get ready.
Exactly. That's why you
Like-
found it instead of fourth relic. It was in place of something else. It
So
was
wait,
just fourth
where are you
relic.
getting the fourth relic from?
So that's what it showed. It didn't call it anything else. It was called Fourth Relic, and that's it. That was the
Right.
icon. It was just something else. And yeah, Jacob doesn't seem to care.
Mama!
It's just interesting. It's happened more than once recently.
Yeah. In my opinion, I'm not actually that fond of the gun skin.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. It looks kind of weird. It looks like something out of fucking For Honor, not For Honor. For the King. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the guy's resolution. I don't know. That grunt just teleported backwards. It might be slightly unfinished too.
No, I know what it is. It's how smooth, like the like the curvy, like rounded, like curved tips are compared to the blocky underbit. It's normally like you kind of have both in the game, but you don't really have both in the same thing. But because it's like a blocky generic default like gun, Well, obviously, it's not that default. They do quite a lot with it. The barrel looks nice.
Oh yeah,
it's like that,
quite a bit.
with like a really blocky kind of, thing with like a really fancy, refined, smooth curvature. And I don't know, that doesn't jive with me very much.
Okay. That's fine.
Point is, if it's a DLC, I'm still probably gonna buy it. But I
Well, if it's
probably won't
DLC,
use it much.
that also entails paint jobs, and I just get the feeling any paint job tied to that is going to be nice.
We might have. So, but
Well,
that
the thing
probably
is-
then didn't have the paint job there.
It didn't. It was something else. It was scratched metal, which is a pretty
Right.
one I don't really particularly like from season 1. I don't know why you didn't have the default paint job on for it. Maybe it was bugged. I don't know. But that's what I'd rather see. Because yeah, that's also something to factor in. By the way.
Yeah. Because yeah, I didn't actually really like the color scheme of it.
Monkey's
Although I assume
asking
the,
if you
like-
play For Honor. Apparently he had
There
a
was
friend
a
who'd been
dark
glued
time.
to it for years.
There was a dark period where well, it's quite a few actually. It was a game that I would get on and off, and then the others would dive deep into the depths of hell with me sometimes. It's something we actually managed to get Harry to play, which doesn't
Yeah.
occur often.
But that's because I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, it's because it's it's just cool. Fucking Vikings.
It is
versus,
like
um,
it's like scientifically
versus-
engineered to be the coolest thing ever made.
Yeah, but then Ubisoft, in their
Ubisoft, yeah.
amazing ability to do that, they managed to fuck it up and make it not fun.
Monkey said,
mechanically.
"Understandable, not a great game."
Yeah, it's not the best time. It's not even really a good time, especially if you like think about it and try and get good at it. Then it's an even worse time. But yeah, I didn't actually mean For Honor. It's just because the 4, that's kind of enough to trip me up. What is A time is for the King, which it's not on Game Pass anymore, is it? They took it off it.
No, for the King, which is a really cool, like stylized, like D&D simulator, basically. And unfortunately, the devs are idiots who just. It's not even like because the Lost Civilization pack. It's not like that was an update. It's fucking paid DLC, and they're just like, nah, we won't put it on console though.
Yeah.
What are you
So,
doing?
We got kind of molding over that.
I mean, I did buy it on my laptop.
Yeah. But yeah.
Honestly, though,
Basically,
those
yeah, no,
dual-wield
it's
weapons
alright.
are kind of overpowered.
Yeah. And they're making a 2 now. So they're
Yeah,
not-
that's
not
fair
really
as
gonna-
well. That's fair. Oh. Ugh.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Where do all these minerals go?
Tyler, come up with a new perk just on the spot. One that we haven't discussed before.
Well, I'm the only ones I'm actually like fond with. Oh, I don't know.
Where's the
Right now, on the spot.
Yeah. Fresh idea.
Oh no, I think that's one that you come up with. I was like pickaxe swings charges something, and then I realized isn't that where you're like kinetic charger was or
I
something?
think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
Cheap bastard.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Maybe let's go with something to do with compacted dirt. Compacted dirt.
Never felt better.
It's going to help you out with compacted dirt.
In what way?
I don't know. That's what we're going to figure out.
Brilliant. See, I only
So
asked this
basically-
because. Well, okay, carry on. Carry on.
Well, no, do that because I'm done.
No, you weren't.
No, yeah, but I'm just making it up as I go.
Good.
'cause- But you know, my point
That's
is
okay. Scoot, we'll get
is-
to that because that's cool. Well, I only asked because I did something similar last night in my head. Was I just sort of thought to myself, might come up with like 6 ideas on the spot that we haven't come up with before. And one of them was something to do with passive creatures, where it was like Call of the Wild or something, where you get like a speed boost or something and you're near passive creatures. Or some kind of boost. And I realised that could actually be really strong. If it's like damage or defense, then you could just stand on a Basilica Harvester and be stronger. Which is why I actually settled on speed.
I feel like it's like a Harvester. I don't know. I feel like that could be something.
The other version of that was like the active version, where you would like make all the passive creatures attack the enemies, but then I realised that would never happen.
Yeah.
Unless they would just completely taken with that idea and just decided to go nuts. And they would.
It'd be pretty funny if it was like an active perk where you could summon a Silicate Harvester to like ride around.
That you could direct.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I still like the idea of goat
actually,
mounts.
Like, put a saddle on a Silicate Harvester.
But yeah, that makes more sense. A saddle. And you could tame passive creatures.
Yeah, a carrot on a stick, but it's like not a carrot, it's, I don't know, I guess silicate.
A bloopy fruit.
A combo cone or a combo...
A gherkin shuck.
Yeah, gherkin shuck.
Who did that?
Attached to a fishing rod. Well, who do you think?
It wasn't you, was it?
It wasn't me.
Anyway.
It wasn't you, was it?
Forklift perk, forklift certification.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that, because then there'll be too many women playing the game. It's so attractive. Anyway, Scoot's idea was, it wasn't an idea, it was a prompt. If we had to come up with dual-wield weapons for every class. I'm going to throw this out there. Driller's already got his.
So
And no one realises. Yeah, but I know that's the point. Yeah, but no one thinks about that. The fact that Driller's already got his.
Yeah, he's got dual drills.
Exactly. And Gunner, easy. Des and Troy. Engineer, it'll be like, I don't know, it'll be like a secondary. You'd have like gravity gauntlets or something. It'd be gauntlets. He would like.
I think it would be like
up,
it would be magnetic in some regard. Like one like pulls, the other one like pushes, and so
Yes.
he like tears enemies apart from like pulling and pushing different parts of its body.
Good news, team.
Yes.
Like he pulls the head towards him, pushes the body away,
Yes.
so the head just comes tearing off.
Yes.
4 minutes.
That is correct. That is.
That is the correct answer of what it should be. Yeah, I mean, as far as Driller is concerned,
Pesticide coming up.
I don't know. Maybe like silenced pistols, silenced with deagles or something.
Oh my God.
Deagles. Deagles.
Would you like a deagle?
Deagle is a type of weapon
That they should
there isn't
replace
in
the
the game.
Sabata with.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
And by that I mean very much so. The only issue
Because
is,
otherwise it would just be a
in
very
reality,
boring
it's very
other
similar
class
to the
weapon.
revolver.
Yes, exactly. So it really
It'd
wouldn't
be a
feel
high,
like
slow
gun.
firing
Drop pod
weapon.
departing in T-minus
But if you could,
15 minutes.
well, first of all, if you can just capture how fucking giga satisfying shooting a deagle is in like most games, that would be enough.
Also, if they give it some other inherent gimmick, it could potentially fit on any class. And I think
Silence
it would.
deagle would be.
If the mechanic is that it's silenced, yeah, but then wouldn't that make it less satisfying?
There we are.
The silencer would be an upgrade of some sort, because things with the silencer, that wouldn't be as satisfying. If it's like, doo, doo. Surely the point of the satisfaction of shooting a deagle is the fucking. That's why they call them hand cannons, because of the sound and the kick. I feel like a silencer kind of might depreciate that.
Deagle's actually like, I don't know, it like inverts it. And it's just like such a powerful weapon, making such a sly sound.
Honest, and I was thinking that could even be a gunner primary potentially, especially if you think along the lines of Mustang and Sally, which is the pack-a-punched like base pistol, Black Ops 2. You know, when they shoot that, yeah,
The explosive rounds, I think, don't they?
yeah, they're kind of nuts.
Well, it's like a Magikarp, right? They're just like it
Yeah.
rewards you for
Yeah.
keeping them around for so long, despite them being shit.
Yeah.
Either that, or it allows you, if you die, to actually have a gun. Like, you know what I mean? Because when you die, you come back with a base pistol, then you can just like pack a punch it. Point is, pack a punched weapons would probably be what that you might want to keep an
Good
eye out for
Lord,
them. For,
what
like,
would that be?
deep rock weapon.
Oh right. I mean, as a mechanic, I was thinking.
Oh right, yeah, I
That
did.
would be like a
that thought
support.
crossed
If
my
that,
mind.
yeah, it would be like a support
but-
drop, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be like, I don't know what that
Yeah.
would be. Something to call in. Pack a
Just,
punch
like,
machine.
Charging your gun.
Call in a pack a punch machine. Anyway,
All in Coca-Colas.
yeah. Well, I mean that's just
That is
Fuel
just
for
spe-
daily
that's just
specials,
beers.
isn't it?
It's just special beers. Yeah.
I mean, Juggernog, we've got Juggernog, first of all. Speed
Yeah.
Code, we don't have Speed Code, and I think we should.
Yeah,
reload
something that,
speed.
like,
Stamina up as well, those two should be in the game.
as mentioned, special beers have so much more potential than they're currently providing, and in that special beers really only worth it like some percent of the time. Like obviously, pots of gold, that's like a guaranteed buy. Tunnel rat and fucking both of the pickaxe ones are all like
Electric
helpful,
cherry.
but you know, whatever. But then you got like fucking Dark Morkai, which is like a guaranteed not gonna fucking bother drinking that. What it is special beers are another part of the game that they need to interact with, but they probably won't for a good amount of time.
It's
A
not
bad
like
amount
it's
of
not
time,
like
I
they
guess, is
wouldn't.
really the right-
It's not like they wouldn't. It would just take a long time to get there. Is actually the main problem
Yeah, it's just that
because they
it
have
wouldn't
other
be that important.
obligations.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be that useful to the game, except that it would. Like it was a pretty cool addition. Like they do this like often. They add really cool additions with the implication that we're gonna get more in that sector. It's like that. What they added is like just a base pack, but then they never add anything more to it. And I can think of multiple examples of that.
How overclocked as well.
Yeah, overclocks, perks, special beers, fucking.
Well, you
that's
see,
about it, but
it's
there's
a
probably
good-
more.
It's a fair point, but I think even if they weren't tied down with like the sort of the things, the obligations they've set for themselves with seasons, I think it would still be a case of it sort of takes too long for their updates to just be adding to things. I think that would, not that they're doing right now is right either, but I think they probably feel like it probably takes too long. Be like more of something, you know. But at the same time, I kind of view the grenades that way, and because they weren't able to like just focus on that, it was nowhere near as good as it could have been. It also with grenades, they're sort of, and they're still going to really change them up by adding upgrades or overclocks. It was always going to be as shallow as it is, so it was just the wrong thing to work on.
I mean, as we say,
I think as long as they're working on the right
was
thing.
a logical step, but it was a logical fallacy. It really, like, oh, we're doing equipment, we've done the guns, let's now do grenades, because we're not going to do mobility and utility, and there isn't really anything else in the equipment menu that they want to touch either. So grenades were the only real option left, and that was their logic behind adding grenades,
This is gonna be a
just
war.
because they felt like they had to, and that it made sense, not because that it would actually help the game and make it better. Like, it was, yeah, obviously I don't know that that was what they were thinking, but there was no other good reason for grenades to be added.
It's a fair assumption that they just saw it as logical, because it wasn't based on community feedback. We know that. Sure.
No one was asking for grenades. No one was disappointed though, because everyone was like, "Oh, cool,
Well, see,
grenades."
this is what it all comes down to, though. They're all good, really.
Yeah,
And I think that it basically just comes down to what they've decided to work on. And I think they're always going to it just depends on what it is, whether or not it's inherently going to be good. Like, if the next thing they decide to work on is weapons, they'll inherently be good because that's just what weapons are like. Grenades.
Yeah.
Grenades are just inherently. It was never going to be more than one because it's just this very strange logic where it's just like, well, we need one weapon per season, so grenade.
Well,
But they don't have upgrades, so the things that are inherently about them, the things that their inherent attributes already aren't going to change. For example, they don't have upgrades, which means they're not going to add upgrades. They're just going to add more grenades. They did the best they could at just adding one grenade per class, but there's no more on top of it because
they clearly
there isn't already.
Kind of, they knew that they could have added more, and that they probably wanted to, but they felt like they had to delegate the resources to the rest of the stuff. They thought that adding more grenades wouldn't be worth the effort. And in all fairness, I completely agree. But I think they should have taken that realization a step further and not added any in the first place.
Possibly.
Well, I don't know. It depends on what, like, I don't know. Like, if not adding grenades would have gotten.
I tell you what would have been
earlier,
awesome.
That would have been worth it.
If it was like flipped, if that edition was flipped between season 2 and 3, where it's like we got grenades in season 2 instead, and it's just the same as it is, probably would have been better. I mean, it would have been made that way even worse, but then season 3 would have been so much better with those weapons, and they probably would have been more refined as well, even though they were pretty well refined, to be fair. It really just comes down to them choosing the right thing to work on, like what inherently brings with it the most interesting stuff, because it's always going to be there. Like, weapons comes with so much stuff inherently, which means they will include those things, like all of the overclocks and just all the mechanics that a new weapon brings. But grenades inherently are just grenades, but they're best at just adding more new grenades.
Yeah.
So pick the right thing, and it will be good. It's not like there isn't other stuff that gets in the way of it now, which is also the other. But performance pass is a good thing that gets in the way of it. Because if all they did was work on equipment additions, they would run out even quicker. Look at this guy. Hello. He's a weird looking guy. He's got that stupid green hair.
Yeah.
That green hair pisses me off so much, man.
You don't
What,
even
does it
got
not
it.
piss you off?
Yeah. I think it's just another example that they have no idea what people want. It's
No,
just
they definitely do, though.
as far as hair color goes, blue. That's all anyone has ever
I mean,
wanted.
that's fair. That is fair.
But they added another green. If anything, because maybe they heard that people don't like the original green, which is apt. It fucking sucks. I think this is a better green.
I see. I personally disagree with that, but sure.
Cool.
Well, I don't know. I don't hate.
No, I mean, I
actually don't. I think the Jade one.
Fair.
That's what it's called Jade. It does not look Jade. That's fucking sea foam. It's not Jade. It's far less
Jade
garish
seems like it should be
than the.
shiny.
But it's far less garish than the the purple one. It's pretty. It's not a nice color, but it's not like neon. It's quite. It's almost pastel green, which is. I think it's far less offensive.
Yeah,
than
but this new one is quite rich green.
Yeah.
Which is why I think if you're going for a green look, it's going to work a lot better than the other Jade one. But if you're going for like a fucking nuanced, like timid, reasonable green, then you know Jade was it. Although I'm not sure how in God's name.
Are they missing any in like base natural hair colors?
Are they what?
Are they missing any like natural hair colors, like actual, real hair colors? I think some people do have like actual
stuff.
Yeah, I think some people do have actual red hair as well, like and more. No, they don't actually. It's fake news.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there are probably like types of ginger they haven't actually gone down to. Like obviously they got ginger now, but like there's like,
strawberry blonde is
and-
probably the main one.
Yeah. And not to mention, and this is something that is worth saying, but like with a caveat. Actually, well, no, actually, you're right. Okay, hold on.
Come on.
There is like one to maybe two-tone hair colors.
What's the other one?
I don't know. I think
I can't follow
well, there's like silver fox, but then I think there's like a grey that also is a slightly different type of grey elsewhere. But either way, yeah, there's like they like did it once. They did like fucking silver fox, which is like black and grey, right? Or like what? And that is the only example of them having multiple different colors in your hair, which is kind of wild, considering why. Like, it's just like they haven't even covered single color potential, but they have actually got an example of multiple colors being used in hair, and it's just so fucking wild how much potential there is in hair color, and yet they have no interest in tapping into that, at least not properly. Slowly over time we might get some, like maybe in season 4 in 6 months time, or in season 5 in a year's time we will get blue hair color, right? if we're lucky.
Well, they have more interest in hair than they used to. You know,
Yeah, I guess.
3 seasons, the interest in adding new hair colours was pretty low.
But so
I don't
far,
know.
what's been the rate, right?
The rate.
Like we've had well, not the rate, but like the rose, which
Rosé.
is a shiny
I
red.
like rosé.
It's
Rosé is
not
actually
bad, but it's also-
more. Rosé to me is actually a very good unnatural hair color. It pairs with
They
certain
could
armor
have
skins.
done gold, right? Like first, like a shiny yellow, right? That would have been all it, and then boom, there's gold. They just didn't do that. And then we got fucking ginger, which in all fairness, actually, it wasn't bad. I mean, I'm using it right
Ginger's
now.
pretty good. I think
Because
everyone agrees
it's
on that.
close to gold, right? It can be used with gold.
I do
you know,
want
like
straight up
brown
silver,
and all that
but I
stuff.
also want straight up silver skin and paint jobs. So
Or the you have
Just
got a
to wait
paint
for
job
that.
now. That's what.
that's platinum. Silver's meant to be much darker in my head.
No.
You get like a silver medal. Like, think of just games that use silver and platinum. Platinum's closer to white, silver is closer to grey. Very distinct grey that is very clearly not white. At least that's what I want.
Just a shiny grey.
So don't focus
Which
on
is another
semantics.
thing, right?
Yeah, I
Is
want a
like,
very
they
metallic,
haven't
shiny
got all the
grey.
base colours down. Yeah, they're already introducing fucking. Oh my god, that engineer just gunned down the silica harvester. Fucking hell.
Yeah, no mercy, everything must die.
Yeah, they haven't actually. Yeah, they're starting to fuck around with shiny versions, right? Like, it's gonna get fucking ridiculous, and like what we do and don't have, it's gonna be fucking crazy. Now I can only hope that maybe this supporter 2 DLC, where I'm nicknaming it, could have golden hair color. I think that would be a pretty reasonable thing. If it's a
They
supporter
chose to
2.
do that. They chose to put hair colour in the DLC.
Yeah, I mean golden hair color, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but there's no precedent for doing that. It's just some. It's not. It's a. I think it's a fine idea, but there's no. They haven't put hair in the DLC before. It would be unexpected, certainly.
Yeah, but well, if they're only doing 1 per season, they're gonna need to start adding them elsewhere, or else they're never gonna get round to the point where you can just have whatever hair color you want.
I mean, my
And
idea.
now it's a very restrictive category.
I had a
It's
pretty.
very-
I think a not bad idea I had for a DLC. It was like Terminator, basically, and it would actually not be armor or frameworks. It would be an armor skin that's like pure Like that. So think of what the Terminator looks like. That's kind of silver, like, or just a steel. I think steel is probably a better word. That armor skin, and also skin color for your dwarf. It makes him look like a robot, and you have like glowing eyes on your dwarf, right? And also you get Bosco and weapons and pickaxe, but obviously it doesn't have a framework or an armor, so it would have probably a Bosco frame pickaxe set. Just something non-traditional was the idea. Not that I actually want that more than anything. I want that skin color more than anything, but I like the idea of a non-traditional DLC and doing something breaking the formula of the DLCs. Lovely.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
What is that? Oh. Oh. I've been in the hills, fucking dudes.
One sentry gun ready to be killed. Armed and ready. Kill or be killed.
Fuel cells
Oh
charging.
shit.
Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
Hey, trigger discipline bullet brain.
That Victorian is dead.
Notice
the other
how I
guy?
shot my entire fucking wave cooker into him and he didn't get irradiated.
Tyler, radioactive Praetorians can't be irradiated.
Wait a second.
No, they literally can't.
Stop shooting, you pointy ear leaf lover.
Okay,
Fuel cells and
fair enough. Bad example.
Yes, it is.
Also might explain probably some of the other things I've done with it then. But that's neither here nor there.
I think the grunts and all the grunts.
What it is, an overclock that doesn't work in some biomes is a bit of an issue.
Well,
Because it literally didn't work. Okay.
that's
The
true.
thing that it does, didn't.
That's true, and I feel like this is the logic that they decide to pursue, to like focus on being somewhat illogical from a gameplay standpoint. It's like, yeah, that does make sense actually when you think about it, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
You didn't need to be this logical in this regard to make this overclock worse in one specific biome against one specific enemy. I mean, that's the thing, it's quite specific. I mean, Praetorians are a pretty big deal and they're arguably much more dangerous here, but it is one overclock, it's one enemy in one biome. Could be worse.
It's literally unusable.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Against an enemy, it is just making the thing worse.
we're almost ready to
Like,
call you
that's
and
how that
the
works.
Lights up.
pod reactor spooling up.
They all resist radiation damage, partially. All these grunts, but I think they have the same chances still of getting radiated, but the point is that the Praetorian has 100% resistance.
Onboard mainframe booting.
He's just... you.
See you, suckers.
Calculating orbital trajectory.
Got no flares ready.
Powering radiation shielding.
Enemy so down.
I ain't one of them. Get
Watch and learn.
hot with
Ecom operational.
Good lord. Pardon me.
Pod thrusters calibrated.
She's scrimbly on my squimbot to a scrumbo.
Drop pod powered up and ready
Throwing grenades.
Time to bring it all home.
What?
Get on board. We're leaving with or without you.
I've
What
been
about-
playing like I've done like 7 to 8 missions a day and I completely forgot I have grenades.
Pulling it back in.
Grenades.
Well, think again.
Grenades!
Granadas. Throw your granadas. With your bananas. Ah. Don't worry, guys.
Oh my.
I've got it covered. That's a. I think,
Safer
he's-
is
I think I know what he's doing. He does not want to go over 999.
if he has all of his characters max 25 and it is at that exact point, that's kind of
He's
wild.
either lucky or a genius. Maybe not genius, but just very dedicated to that. Do that. What's next? Oh my god, another account. I assume I've got a new
New regions
region.
have been made available to you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! They're all out of range, except the hollow bow.
Your mission is ready. The pod is prepped. Get on board the drop pod.
Look, guys, I got some new drip.
Never knew how much I needed this.
Spot on, Carl.
Wow.
I'm a cyborg.
On board beers. Yeah, the oily oath.
An oily oof. An oily oof. Yeah, this dancing is inappropriate.
You know, you're not being paid by the hour. Get to work.
Got me drink.
Those we lost.
I like this song.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Not again.
Hold on a minute. Okay. I just I just turned streamer mode on and it didn't change the music.
Oh, that's all
I'm
fun.
never gonna remember to do that at the beginning though. What's the problem? I need someone to remind me, like in chat, every time. Three.
Move it, guys! We're going planet side! Time to
Drop sequence initiated.
Jages, I need
Fasten your
Jages.
seatbelts.
Most important. Cable reach. That's not bad. No!
Did you even drink?
Yeah. What do you mean? Did I get the drink? It was an oily loaf.
Oh, the backbreaker's out that he bought.
Oh. Oh, silly greenbeards never getting the drink. I can't buy those.
No. It's a weird thing to lock behind a wall.
We're all gonna die.
just show me where it
It's just to have even more
Check your
uses for the ingredients. Oh my goodness.
armed and ready.
Egg collection
I'm
time.
kind of drunk, I'm not gonna lie.
Company wants them. Don't ask why. Find where to stow them in Molly and return. Simple.
Locked and loaded.
Doesn't that mean you're all kind of drunk?
The fella killed himself and the other guy didn't drink either or anything.
Oh, there you go. Creak, crack,
I
rip,
love this
nab,
Yeah.
pinch and grab what?
cargo
Oh,
crate
great.
battery.
Oh yeah, the cargo
Good
crate.
deal, Molly.
No, don't do that, Cargo Road.
What do? Yeah, but that doesn't. But it's. But cargo crate.
No, can't go do that.
See, that doesn't really work, Tyler. Also, that egg is... These eggs are just in the air. Like the whole thing's. The whole egg formations,
Loot bug, open.
or a majority of, suspended in mid-air. Why?
Alright.
Why?
Platform up.
Can we get a mission where we go to a glyphic nest? My brother in Christ, been there since day one. Well, they can't. What?
That was a weird outburst.
I don't know. I was thinking about that. It just came to mind, and I felt the need to speak my mind, which I don't do often because it's a bad idea.
Only makes everything worse for everyone.
I have troublesome thoughts.
It's a tad ominous.
Yes, it is, isn't it? You know what I want? I want to get something from season 1 or 2. Classic flex. That is not from season 1 or 2.
I'm glad we
Looks
have
like she's
someone
bigger
to
on the
carry
inside.
Classic flex for the engineer, no less.
We are
I would never play engineer. That is useless to me.
See you, suckers.
Probably when it helped.
Did we find the batteries?
over here.
I'm pretty sure I've been thoroughly pissing someone off for like the
I
last
got the
5 minutes.
Who's that then? Playing
I don't
game?
know who it is exactly. Whoever's wanted Molly this whole time.
Oh, I don't know, man.
What? Shoot that corny thing on the back of it.
He's got the grenade. If your name is Molly and you are a robot,
Don't get too close. It'll stab you in the frickin'
Oh, I'm gonna shake my hand. What is that from?
I don't know what it's from.
I think it's a vine.
Well, it might. I'm sure it's been in the Vine, Tyler, but that's not where it's from. I can tell you that
Why can you tell me that?
because I heard that song long before Vine was a thing.
Are you sure?
No,
You realise that was like
Lighting
8
up.
to 10 years ago now.
fuck off.
I may be lying, but
No,
I
you're
also
not
might
wrong.
be.
You're not. It could actually be.
Killed the loot
When?
bug, and
When
I'm
would you
not
say Vine
gonna
started? Would you say it started in 2013?
Yeah, that sounds
'Cause that's
about
10 years
right.
ago now.
2012, yeah.
The fact that.
Pod launched.
No, wait, hold on. No, yeah, okay, this year, The Hobbit, the first Hobbit movie, will be as old as the first Lord of the Rings movie was when The Hobbit came out.
Inhibitor field up.
And that's what I call
Means
an
now's the
epic.
perfect time to release a new thing.
Now kill the
I mean, it would be.
Oh wait, they already did do that. And it didn't go very well,
Well, it wasn't a trilogy, was it? It wasn't a film series.
I guess. That's what we should do. We should just go
We?
make the new fucking... Yeah, just pop off and make the new
Just
Lord
pop
of the
up.
Rings trilogy.
Fuck it, we ball.
Where is that
Yeah.
can? Ready to
We
kill
make
some more crates.
those movies.
marker up.
Molly.
When resupplying, remember to share with your teammates.
What are you doing? I've got 5 fucking gunk seats here.
Got an egg and the D's.
All right, be my guest.
Platform created. Born ready. I made a platform. What's this? Loot by
I'm gonna present a
eliminated.
scenario. That was 2020. I was about to say this from this year, but it was just 2022, so not this year. In 2022, there were 3 different Pinocchio movies. Right? One of them was this horrible, not rip-off, but just horrible cash grab because Pinocchio's public domain. Made by some randos, where Pinocchio.
Everyone,
I can't even do the voice. It's just awful. It's just the worst thing you've ever seen. Right. The other one was the Disney live-action remake of their Pinocchio.
I need a
Right.
damn minecart
Yeah.
on legs.
The other one,
Born ready. Egg. I found an egg.
I'm going to ignore that. The other one is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which is the stop-motion animation that he did for Netflix, which is very well regarded. Okay, you with me?
Mm-hmm.
I've got another question.
Contact.
Do you know who Tom Kenny is?
Wait 6, though.
Voice of SpongeBob and the Ice King.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to guess which Pinocchio movie Tom Kenny was in out of those 3?
The shitty one.
No. The secret 4th one that is even lower brow somehow than any of those.
Trick question. You got me.
Yeah. What the fuck is Tom Kenny do? What is, it doesn't make any sense. It's just a thing. I guess voice actors just aren't paid. Like, the amount of shit and the low the tier of how low tier the stuff they do can get, despite having been in some of the biggest voice roles ever. It's just madness.
IFC. Move.
Bug sign. We got bug sign. Swarming.
Okay, that's fine. Is that you?
That's 3. Also maybe.
Who's gonna protect you now, we crawlies? Come
Are you
and get some.
fudging me?
Don't speak to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is Gunk Storage 1.
Dropping experience.
Hang in there. The wave is almost dealt with. There's a battle
Glonk Storage. Gulk Droid Storage.
The wave isn't almost done.
back soon. Take cover.
Okay, there's a meteor now apparently.
Yep.
I'll admit this is getting a bit out of hand.
It killed
Also, the
things.
only reason why I'm still playing Super Galactic. Shit like this is the most fun thing about this game.
Getting more ammo. I'm taking some of the ammo.
It's over now. Yeah.
The magic of randomness. Is there a better word for randomness than randomness? I feel like it should be randomnity. You know?
The stream of incoming enemies
Fuck you going on?
is eradicated, and you're still alive. Well done.
Like an adjective of random. I think it's no, not adjective. I don't know. You know how
I
you
don't know what an
describe?
adjective is.
Yes, you do. You know how you would describe like the anonymity
Okay,
of
I
something.
guess I do now.
You carry a load well, Bob.
In
I
that
guess
same-
my failing English grade has now been reversed thanks to.
No,
failing
no, it's just that I
skills.
simply don't accept that you're not familiar with the concept of an adjective.
There's like adjective, fucking verb, adverb,
Yeah, there are adverbs.
Adjective.
That's true.
fucking-
Adjective. Objective.
What is it? There's a verb and adverb, then adjective, adjective. That only makes sense, right?
Yeah, but
Rock crackers inbound. Stand by.
I think adjective is a secret. I don't
Just a noun. Add noun.
add noun. See, that's not a thing. It's pronouns though.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a
Fucking-
projective.
It's ridiculous how many there are. And not pronouns, just types of words. can't expect me to fucking remember all them.
Yeah, but you can, because a lot of people do.
No one does. Harry.
Yes, I do.
Harry, on a very serious level, like normally I fuck around with you on these type of things, but like you ask literally anybody what a pronoun, well, yeah, no, even pronoun, which is like probably the most used word of those, like noun, like verb, all that shit. No one would be able to reliably answer like most of them.
Most people wouldn't.
Like I just about know like noun is like a thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a thing.
I feel like it's also one. I feel like that's one that people get mixed up.
Person.
Yeah. Well, hold on. This is the thing about nouns. I feel like a lot of people think, oh, nouns. That's names, isn't it? Like, well, kind of.
Well, it's a person.
But not really.
Right.
What do you mean by a person?
That's why like nouns are all capitalized.
No.
Yep, no, because they're not. What is?
That's a pronoun.
Fuck the English language, man. Stupid piece of shit. It's too much. Just makes sense.
How could it make more sense though?
I don't know. Just not be like that. Just not capitalize random words. Just
Not
all be
capitalize
lowercase.
random words. It's not random what's capitalized.
Sure it is.
No.
Yeah.
How can that be true? Think about it. Specific types of words are random. Randomized? Fuck.
Alright.
To lies.
So if I was to be in text form and I was to ask
You are in text form.
Hey Harry,
You are a
can you
TXT.
Google this for me? Would you capitalize the Google?
What?
Would you capitalize it?
Okay. No, not in that context, because Google is a verb in that context. Different. If you want me to Google it, you're not talking about Google the company.
It burns. It burns.
Yeah,
If you're
but
talking
it's
about the
still
company, it would be
Google the
capitalised.
company.
Kind of, but it's changed, hasn't
Just
it?
because I'm using it a verb doesn't
No, that's
change the fact
become
that it's a
no.
noun.
That's become a verb now over time. It's us adapting.
And so what? A verb's not allowed to be capitalized.
No. That's how you would know that it's a verb as well. That's how you would know what they mean. They're not just, like, what do you mean? Can I accompany that word? What are you talking about? Oh, Google. You can Google. But obviously, people don't really think that way. They don't think. They don't think because it's not
Exactly.
capitalized.
Why it's dumb that there's like so much more effort put into writing.
Yeah, but you see, the point is, though, people can make sense of it regardless. So.
And plus, in the conversation, like, well, not in the conversation, in like the sentence that I'm currently saying, where is commas and like full stops? And like stuff like that.
Well, that stuff purely. What do you mean? Most of this stuff is only really relevant in writing. So I couldn't place
Yeah.
the punctuation of stuff that you say. Because I would need
But,
to see it in
like,
writing
'cause
form
there's,
to
like,
be like, okay, this is what this should be.
Subtitling thing. You know, I did that. It was like make sentences out of what people are saying, and it's like fuck, you can't like do that. People don't full stop and comma while they're talking. I mean, sometimes full stops, like because when they're like done, like now, full stop, continuing. It's just I don't. It's dumb. Fucking. It's so needlessly complicated.
This is an example sentence. If I were to say,
We better hurry.
go and get a burger, I would put a comma after if I were to. I would know to put that there, even if I'm. I know what I'm saying. I don't know how to say it though. I don't know.
But it's, I feel sorry for the rest of the world that has to learn our shit fuck over language.
Well, hold on.
Especially since
Why don't
in
you think
learning it,
others
you would learn writing it
aren't
anyway.
as bad?
Guys, we gotta roll.
Well, because they are, we just don't have to learn them because their languages aren't like the fucking market language hub of the world. Where if you want any attention in money regards, you need to speak English.
Yeah, but what if English is actually comparatively quite simple? How do you know it's not?
Won't start. Give the drill a right good kicking. Slap the dice to the
Well, why is it a problem that it's English that they have to learn? Maybe that's better than. Maybe that's the best case scenario. Means not everyone has to learn Mandarin.
English is never the best case scenario.
Minutes. Extraction commencing.
Guland.
Gulag.
Guland.
Gulag.
Goulash.
Goulash. What is
I may or
goulash?
may not have thought of gulag when I said goulash.
That's because I said gulag.
And like meant gulag, but said goulash.
Oh. What is goulash?
Food.
I know it's food. What's
Food.
stroganoff?
She give me beef till I stroganoff.
That doesn't make sense.
She stroganoff my beef.
Yep,
She make me a beef stroganoff.
that's lovely.
Thank you. I need to piss
So
violently.
do I.
So I'll be back. Let's go both piss violently and let the viewers sit and wait
In our
their
piss.
sorry asses for our piss.
In our piss.
My wrist hurt. The engineer is gone. And I am back. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mitch, I don't believe it. Ba-ba-da-da. You're in love with me. I don't believe it.
Another script.
Well.
Oh, I've been waiting to get this one.
Ooh, you know the way.
A win boy, a win boy, a
Do
win boy,
you know
a
the way?
win boy, a 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 win
Oh my
boy,
god!
a win
I can
boy.
increase the rate of fire on my broomstick!
Win boy, a win boy, a win boy, a win
Oh,
boy.
perk points.
Jungle, the
In
mighty
my jungle!
The mission is ready. The
A
pod is
win
prepped.
boy, a win 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 boy.
Bit expensive, but all
800 credits and 10 Bismore. What a fucking deep price.
Could you please hurry up?
I've got a lot of perk. Oh, wait. I've got a lot of perk points to claim.
Damn, I'm good at this. Easy peasy.
Drop sequence
Okay.
initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
I can get field medic.
Oh, I really needed that perk. Pure perk mania.
Drop sequence initiating.
I now have field medic 2 and forms 2. Going off. Yeah, actually, not. I'm going to see you in hell.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten
I've
your
just been backing in and out of the thing while slapping the dice, and the scouts stood behind me, so I can't leave.
Let's get
You
this
ready?
mission rolling.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah.
Ready to leave.
Ready to leave. Give me some cheese.
Ready.
What's the cheese?
What's the cheese? Apparently Ryan Johnson has started writing the next Knives Out film. And it's going to be even more... It's just another massive tonal thematic shift, apparently. So that means it's probably just going to end up circling back and it's going to be exactly the same as the first one. I don't know.
Well, as
I
far as, like,
genuinely think my movie set idea is good.
yeah, that kind of thing.
Maybe you should be listening. I'm sure he listens to us. I've been watching our videos.
Because he likes to attack a certain type of people, right?
Yeah, fans.
Like,
Star Wars fans.
yeah.
To be honest, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm going to say something. Star Wars fans deserve it. They suck.
Yeah, but like generally, like
Get the job done.
spoiled
Crazy.
Scanners have picked up a
brats
massive
that
deposit of acquired.
fell into like, or they were just born into wealth, right? That was like the first one, and the second one was like fucking you know,
People who
celebrities,
have
and,
no ideas and are just lucky, I guess.
yeah, and
No
get
talent.
really rich, and because they're rich, people think they're smart when they're not. They're dumb as hell.
No, it's just dumb. It's just... Help!
We're fine.
I isn't.
Well, tough.
Tyler,
I can't do anything.
it's making me target practice for the
can't
Spitballer.
do anything. I was not in a position to do a thing.
I'm taking you with me. Let's
I
not
cannot
keep the
speak
ball
for the other scout, but
rolling.
The other scout is doing nothing
Oh,
useful.
Right. We didn't bring her for this one.
okay, it's good to know.
Oh, he's reviving me actually.
The tentacle
Oh no, he just. Wunderbar! Anyway, so part of it would be that it's like I think fuck it, they're probably gonna be like filming it'd be like on a movie set and they're filming a murder mystery film, and they're filming the murder scene like the person actually gets killed or something.
much better.
That would be a trope he would like to deconstruct, though. That would be like it's clearly building up to that, but then the person that does the murdering in the scene is the one that gets murdered. Like the gun blows up in his hand or something.
Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin in it.
They get Alec Baldwin to play, yeah.
James Cameron as the director because he's like there's been like lots of like assassination attempts on him on movie sets.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Mm.
There was this film that he was making a while. I mean, he's kind of known for being a bit of a bastard on set. You know, he's like the modern, like you know, a bit like Kubrick. You know, on The Shining, who was a piece of shit to that actress, who's like
I didn't
scarred
know.
now. It was a film called The Abyss, which is not a particularly good film, apparently. Or at least it's not one of James Cameron's best, but he someone poisoned all the food. And it happened the day after someone was fired from the film. I don't know if any of it was really confirmed about what actually happened, but it's just kind of interesting.
Lights up!
And he's put people through some shit on film sets. Anyway, James Cameron is director. Alec Baldwin, starring role.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, but that kind of thing. But I don't know. It's kind of what because obviously Glass Onion was I don't want to say Glass Onion 2, but obviously
Glass Onion 2.
got their own titles.
That's what the next one should be called. That's what the next one should be called. It shouldn't have Knives Out in the title, and it should be called Glass Onion 2.
That would certainly subvert our expectations for a good title name.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Fucking yeah.
It should just be called
Glass
Chekhov's
Onion.
gun.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the title, Knives Out really wasn't that.
I don't
relevant,
think
really, is it?
it was meant to be. I think it was just meant to sound like the film.
Because
Just a
the
murder mystery
throne
film.
also when I saw it around the throne was made of
It's not
knives
actually
really
thrown,
felt
is it?
relevant.
It's just a display.
It's just like a ring behind the chair.
that
Yeah,
sounds-
but
that is
it
fun.
really
Was
felt
it-
like it was going to be relevant. But obviously it kind of did come into play at the very, very end. But it wasn't actually part of the thing.
It's a fairly basic
it could have
visual
been
metaphor.
a knife in the wheel was what committed the crime, and they had to find out what knife did it, and it had to do with someone, some shit like that, right?
Scoot. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And that big
Our
rock.
film breakdown channel.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be called Glass Onion 2.
No, this is the film breakdown chat.
Oh.
Right now. From now on, we talk about movies and shows and rate them down with our completely unqualified qualifications.
I'm not 100% unqualified.
What's the only thing you're actually qualified to talk about? Fictional books, really, or creative
Just
writing?
books. I can talk about any kind of storytelling.
Alright,
kind of
do it,
writing.
Mr. Big Smart Guy.
I didn't sound smart. Glass
Mr.
Onion
Big,
sounds
I
like
can
a Glass Onion sounds like a Shrek film where Shrek discovers a plot to kill president and has to stop it. No, Glass Onion is a film that came out last year. That doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah.
Came out last year. The sequel to Knives Out. Scoot, do you live under a rock? Or are you just making that joke regardless? I'm confused. Anyway, there's a Betsy.
Contact!
Really?
That's a good. Yeah, there is actually, yeah. Oh yeah, I've got a power tank. Woo!
Skull Crusher!
Right, it's
She's a lot less deadly than the tree.
sorry.
Yeah, Scoot does know what Glass Onion is. Thank the heavens.
Its joints deflate me.
You're doing the Lord's work, Simon. The hill. Oh no, he wasn't saying yes I do know the film, he's saying yes I do live under a rock because he's a dwarf.
Oh.
Or alternatively, he lives
Good
under a
one.
box because he's Box Fox Scoot. You're a genius.
That was a real complicated interaction, really, wasn't it?
I don't know who to blame. I'll blame you.
That's not fair.
No, it's not. He has no clue what Glass Onion is. Don't clown all over it, regardless. You bitch! Good film. Although you did already clown on it by calling it a Shrek movie where you have to kill the president. I suppose I can't stop you if the damage has already been done. No, damage is done.
God damn it, there's a pebble in my boot.
Fuck was that?
It's living on a prayer, isn't it?
No.
Wasn't it?
Red sugar.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
It's just you did such a bet.
I need a
God, I
bandage over
fucking
here.
hate the maggot things in this fucking cave. It's fucking horrific.
Yeah, only if you're a pussy.
I feel quite alive.
No.
I could stare at those things for hours. I won't feel a thing.
In
I'm a
living
man.
filth and squalor and deserve
Do
to
I?
rot.
Do I?
No, you probably don't. That's probably why you're not. You don't care about them. You haven't experienced what it's like to wallow waist deep in writhing maggots.
Yes. Have you even seen? Well, I'm sure you've seen maggots in person. I'm about to ask if you've ever seen maggots in person, but I suppose that's probably a really stupid thing to ask anyone.
Pretty often, yeah.
Often.
Well, like once every 2-3 months. And by once, I mean, well, I see multiple, but yeah. Because we are kind of lazy, like, as a family, so we often
I know.
like, don't put the bins out when we should, which kind of ferments.
It's not worth it though, is it?
And well, and it probably actually won't happen that often anymore. But when we used to always leave the back door open, so like Loki in and out, flies would come in, and then the bin's right there, so they'd be like, "Oh hell yeah!" and then we get maggots.
Think about it. Lazy people don't make a
But-
lot of sense, do they? That's the point. That is
But,
the whole
like,
point.
Yeah, but like now, I mean, fucking Loki isn't, so the door will probably be closed, so we probably don't have to worry about it. Be as lazy as we want.
Great. When
God
Pavlov
love
realizes that his dog has conditioned him to give him food every time the bell rings.
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
Is that like what you do at school?
What?
And what Mr. Smart Man over here does? in
Yeah,
school?
yeah. So it's actually a writing device we talked about. It's called Pavlov's dog.
Limit that too slow.
Also, I feel like people misunderstand Chekhov's gun quite a bit.
Yeah,
People
'cause
use
it's-
it as an excuse to like nitpick, whereas it really doesn't apply to like most of the things that people apply it to. Actually, I might be wrong. I haven't watched the nitpicky movie reviews in a while, but I feel like people just get it wrong.
Isn't it? It's just like only really point something out if it's going to be relevant.
Exactly. It's to do with things you draw attention to. I just get the feeling. So this is probably a bit unfair to say. I just get the feeling that people probably use it on things that they want to nitpick. So they just pick something that's what's on screen. And they're like, this didn't pay off. Well, yeah. I mean, it was on screen, but it didn't actually draw any kind of attention to it.
Yeah, and the issue is that like red herrings are also a thing, because normally Chekhov's gun only really matters in like mysteries and that. Like specifically what Chekhov's gun is, right? Like it's probably.
I think it's come to
Referring
apply
to,
to
like, a
more though,
mystery.
because people just agree with it. It works in all forms of storytelling usually. People like things to be paid off. Also, Chekhov basically invented the modern sensibilities of like acting and storytelling in film and theatre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was like an actual person that did like more than just that one thing.
yeah. He basically
Wild.
invented the concept of naturalistic dialogue. Like he's basically the reason that we don't just
wild.
have. He's basically the reason that we don't just have monologues anymore, but like people just talk randomly, like and not to someone. You know, like before people tried to make films actually feel like they were really happening. He basically steered us in that direction.
I owe you one.
was actually trying to include some level of realism.
Supplies are coming.
And was this? Is how long ago was this? Is this like while movies? and
Early
that were a thing, or is this, like
1900s.
theatre.
Yeah, and it was in theatre. Yeah, mostly. Yeah. But the techniques were adopted and arguably work better for film. Well, they definitely work better for film. Theatre is actually. I feel like people like theatre because it doesn't actually do that stuff as much, where it is a little bit less natural. People sort of just do monologues on their own. That stuff hasn't gone away in theatre, which is fair because that's what makes it different.
And not just inherently worse than movies.
No, not that I like theatre, but people do. Fair number. It's business.
Oh, I'm out of here. I'm taking some of the ammo.
Access provided.
What the hell?
Yes.
Should they add aim down sights to Deep Rock? No. Because it clearly
It'll
doesn't
be a
need
weird
it.
thing to add, like later down the line as well. That's like a creative decision, like early on. Like,
Yeah.
are we gonna have aim down sights? Like, fuck no. And then like when they made the M1000, they were like, okay, now is a damn good time to like just make sure. You know what I mean? Because M1000 could have and maybe should have had aim down sights. They're like, no, fuck that. We'll just zoom in a bit.
Wonder what slot they're
And
selling
that's
in
a
the
decision they made, and I can't see a reason why they would ever change that.
No. It's like, it just doesn't need it.
Look over here.
Like, what would that add? I think it doesn't usually work in games like this. And what I mean by that is, like, when it comes to PvE gameplay, the style of like Deep Rocks and Halos and Dooms doesn't suit aim down sight as much. I don't know, because the way, if you think about Call of Duty PvE, I think there's something there. The way those campaigns play
Horde
out
stuff.
is very different.
Definitely shouldn't aim down sights, because you really want to be seeing the entire picture in Horde stuff. That's kind of part of the appeal.
Exactly, because for example, in zombies, you don't. It's there because it's COD, but you don't need aim down sights in zombies, really.
Yeah, you often don't most of the time.
I mean, I
Like, you're
do
just
for
gonna
some reason.
fire the fucking ray gun.
Eat it.
I don't like the ray gun.
Took out a loot bug.
Gay,
Okay.
like gay gun. Hurts you.
Yeah, because it's so good.
Yeah, but the ray gun Mark II doesn't.
Yeah, because it's even better.
Yeah.
Because they made a flaw because of how strong it was, and they removed the flaw to show how stronger it is.
Feel much better now.
Point is, I don't remember what the point is. We're going
The
over that?
point is, COD has a ridiculous
Aim down
amount of
sights.
gameplay locked behind paywalls when you think about it.
CODs, it's not good. Like, even good CODs now are just not good. Like,
What's good COD now? What does that mean?
Getting more ammo.
there isn't. It's just not good. It's just all about leveling up your guns and getting attachments. And like then skins. That's the only reason you play COD. Isn't for the gameplay, because the gameplay's fucking ass. Like, it's just camping, sniping, holding angles, like shit like that.
I agree, but that makes it so weird why I like zombies so much. I don't know. It's good enough that it works for a horde shooter.
Well, that's good. What,
Apparently.
you like zombies so much, but you only ever play Black Ops 2 zombies, right?
I like pretty much all of the Treyarch zombies up till I haven't played beyond Black Ops 3, but I still like Black Ops 3 zombies as well. I just don't have any of the others. And Black Ops 2 is the best.
Not en route. Hang in
So,
there.
but I still like World at War and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 zombies.
Remind me never to turn my back on you again.
Eat shit.
I played the like futuristic, not futuristic, like noir kind of.
Yeah, I know.
time
Shadows
period
of
one.
Evil, which
Yeah, did
I
that one a
find
lot.
completely mind melting.
In what way that it's so dumb that your brain turns off?
What?
or that it's so
There's-
much that your brain turns.
There's a lot going on there.
Right.
Watch me.
And I was already too invested in Origins to take that away. Origins, they're both pretty cool conceptually, actually. I'll give both of them that. I'll give Shadows of Evil that. A nice tone. It's also got Jeff Goldblum. Jamming.
I'm with you, you goblin.
One for the books.
What the hell? Skate saying something about Destiny 2 sweating. What do you mean?
Rock and stone, brother. Rock and stone.
Yeah,
I think it's to
kinda.
do with the ADS. Oh. Blackbeard. How do I get the most kills? Pretty cool. An epic win. God, is it really that dark in here? Because it's not that dark in here. It simply ain't.
It's very dark in my room.
You've made it this far without ending up Glyphid food.
Got my
That will
my,
clear you
my
from the
light
most
proof
hostile region
blinds
of Black
now.
Hoxxes.
Got the
Let's see
actual
if you know
term
what
for it.
takes.
Blackout. That's the one. Got my light off. Got
That better.
that's actually about it. So it's just no natural light coming in, no fake light other than the TV, and that's how I live my entire life, bathed in depressing darkness, caused by my own choice.
Okay.
Done.
What's with all the low levels? Why is everyone so low level? What's going on in here?
How am I supposed to say to that?
Mission selected.
I'm sorry
Get on
for
board, team.
Pijast, because he's doing his starter mission quest too, but we're kind of too far through yours at this point.
Oh.
I ain't got all day.
Drop sequence initiating.
How do you know he's not
Could
ahead?
join some, because he's doing the mining mission that was like your first mission. Oh, he has that on there. Something strange in the neighborhood. You gonna call Ghostbusters?
I'm really not ready for this.
I'm afraid of no
Do
ghosts.
anything with more legs than two.
Post Gustus.
Walking low, lad.
Something strange. It don't look good.
Liquid Morkite team.
Who
Set up
that guy?
pipelines.
The
fill the
DLG
oxide
don't look good.
and launch the goods back to orbit. Nothing could be simpler.
Yeah,
He's killing.
he surely is.
Who fucked down?
He most certainly is doing that.
Like that.
Oh dear.
No more flying around.
Can you stop killing the cave angels?
No.
Well, I
His
don't know why you...
was doing that. So.
Yeah, not... It wasn't... Yeah, but it wasn't you. Oh no!
So. Oh no.
Inhibitor field up.
Pump jack requested and is inbound.
Living with her.
Do not die a little time. Every time I have to take out a loot
Connect the
box.
pipelines to the pump jack and let's
I
get the
gain
extraction
immense
started.
pleasure every time I take out a loot box.
What is this? What is this white box?
All of it really blends in
Lights up!
in Hollow Brewer.
It's
Yes, it is supposed to be called Hollow.
Let's
Well, we're
get
not in the hollow bow.
blowing.
Pump jack launched.
Oh.
Stay clear from the
You
impact
fucking
zone.
idiot.
Better than flying.
Anyway,
Why is it called the Hollow Bow?
Requesting pump jack.
Request accepted.
Some
Bow
of
is a
them are
tree
pretty
thing.
obvious.
Pump jack inbound.
Is it?
and so it immediately becomes very obvious, doesn't it? Because it's a hot.
What is the bough of a tree?
I don't know. It's willy or something.
I think we're actually doing all right so far.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Willies.
The stats have come out.
Yeah.
We already saw that. Should we do a video on that?
No.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. All right. Tomorrow's going to be quite light.
And I'm not so proud about it.
Okay.
That's it. Back
A lot of things tomorrow.
No giant.
It's past
Horrible
your
themes.
expiration date. I owe you one.
Okay. What's the sound?
What sound?
Multiple meteor
That
fragments
sound.
incoming.
Oh.
Drop what you're doing and take care not to get caught in any of the impact zones.
That be the sound I'll have.
Anyway, a lot of things blend in with the desert world. You could argue that it's
Another day at the
oversight. I don't think it was though. I think it was an oversight, but like, well, yeah. But we want it to look like this. I don't know if that I don't know if that means it's still an oversight
You're cute.
or it's just
You're dead.
acceptance. Because it's so.
I think
you
it's
know,
an oversight. I
You-
think
you do.
they got lost in how much they like the look of it to not realise that it actually fucks with the gameplay.
I mean, does it? You see, the thing is, does it fuck with the gameplay, or is it just
Not enough.
gameplay? Yeah, but is it just gameplay? That the biome just
Yes, yeah.
has that as a complication to the mission. I mean, that's just what games
Well,
are.
yeah,
It's just
honestly, I was
made.
about to say, well, they don't tend to fuck with
That's
the
it.
visuals,
That's
and
it.
there is wait, they do that often. that's one of their favourite things. And I would argue the darkness of this cave is kind of preferable to fucking sandstorms and ice storms.
I think the
which
darkness
you
is an
then can't fucking
intentional
do anything.
complication, and Orkite, Holomite, and Dystrom are just caught up in that naturally.
Yeah.
And that was partially intentional. It might not have been directly intentional in terms of we really ought to obscure the Morkite. It's just like, I think they wanted the darkness to sort of be... And it's also part of what makes it so beautiful, but I think it is also meant to be one of its arguable dangers. It's not really a danger, but it's a complication. An obstacle of sorts.
That will teach you.
I'm doing my part.
You snooze, you lose. Pipes up. If only someone would help. Let there be light.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Beat the shit out of so many glyphids till I sent my pipeline all the way back to the start.
It's beating out like glyphids to like pipeline.
Pipe goes here.
Context-dependent memory. Playing an on-site refining mission in the salt pits. I even remember what the cave looked like when we were talking about jungle pussy for the first time.
God, I wish it was for that last time as well.
Gotta wait for the recharge.
You were doing a refinery when you were talking about what's his name.
Well, we weren't. The jungle pussy thing. We weren't playing together.
Surfing Hoxxes.
I just remember what I was doing.
This should work.
Great job.
Anyway, what was
First pipeline
your
between Pump Jack and
example?
refinery
The
is
guy, the goose incident. I think
Yeah.
we were doing it all.
No, we weren't. You might be. I swear I was just in the space rig. Parkouring. So anyway, these fucking weird memories, they just... there's definitely like a bank of them, but it takes weird sort of scenarios to bring them back. And I guess sometimes it is the thing itself makes me remember the thing, but some of them are just so prominent. Actually, there's only one that I can always remember. It's like, because there's hundreds of them, and they sort of just flashing out randomly. There's one that I will never forget, and I think I have told you about this, but you've probably forgotten already. It's like this, it's like the start of Borderlands 2 when you're in the southern shelf, the icy place when you start, and it's specifically in the area where you fight Boom Boom. No, not Boom Boom. Bully the Midgemong. The midget riding the Bullymong, but it's sort of the area sort of away from that, in the same zone. It's like out on the outskirts of that. It's like this shipwreck boat. And the thing I was watching was Count Dankers' video on bum fights.
Right.
Remember the bum fights? The bum fights crew.
Oh, yeah,
And then the guy went on Dr. Phil dressed as Dr. Phil. Yeah, that's the one that hasn't left my brain since it formulated. All the IFGs.
Warden down. Now kill the rest of them.
Jungle Pussy's a pretty big one. Right? Jungle Pussy.
Well done, team.
Shield up.
IFG! Clifford Warden is history. That's loud. Flares up. Lloyd! Eat it!
Oh, we haven't even started the button.
Don't die for me. Watch and learn.
I'm just not going to let go of the Cave Angel being such bait or a mechanic to be used somewhere else. And that just hasn't happened yet.
It is a fly being completely locked to one biome and one random enemy, or not enemy,
How do I
like
get
a
off?
mob on a whack. I will agree with you on that.
No, but I mean it in like the same vein as like the pipelines,
I actually think we're gonna
where
make
it's a mechanic that they created and they just couldn't stop re-implementing it.
We need these in the space rig.
It's something like that. But it's just,
skipping B
I
and
haven't done anything with that mechanic, the glider mechanic. Be a good active perk. Be a good active perk, wouldn't it? Maybe.
Base hover boots, maybe.
Replace hover boots.
Yeah, fuck all the boots.
can't carry anymore. Make another deposit.
You're
Going on
staring me up there, aren't you? Don't stop us.
Can't touch this.
I've just been flying around.
The Deep Galactic Air Force.
The gunners on it as well. Deep Rock really is a vibe.
Yeah. Can be. You want it to be. I forget that it is sometimes. Also, did you know about this?
is my
Oh
stop.
shit! No, I didn't
Overcharged
know
sprinkler
that.
here.
I guess I forgot because I just, just registered that I couldn't do it.
I didn't know.
It's not
Jump.
all that
Order
kills
to
you.
resupply.
It's the sudden stop.
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Instincts to breed with a Macterra.
Explosives, boys.
Go on. No.
Resupply pod is here.
I will kill
Everyone
myself
collect
if
ammunition.
if it's what it takes to kill you. I'd just rather not.
They're only
You gonna?
dangerous if you let them drop
Are you gonna? I mean, it's just you actually. That's the thing. You're the only person who can get
That's
it
true.
from the machine event. You have all the power.
Yeah,
in
XP in coins.
coins. Coins
Golden rings.
like dink doink. Dink doink. Something to do with Logan Paul. That's actually all I know. Logan Paul crypto. He's a fucking nut job. That Logan Paul.
Explosives, boys. Bam!
Can't kill me.
Stop shooting me.
The hell, bro?
I'm just gonna do it then.
He just died.
Time, fat boy.
He just died.
Thanks. I owe you one, brother.
From sheer silliness.
Oh, it's ebonite. Another implication that they never really elaborated on. Pickaxe only enemies.
Lighting. It's on.
Well, I feel like you don't necessarily need to expand on gimmicky enemies
Good here.
necessarily.
Pickaxe is out, team. Make us proud.
No.
No, yeah. Also, Cursite enemy bestiary entries, minus enemy entries, are objectively a missing thing. Well, you get the you get the entries for these guys, but none of the Cursite stuff. That's missing, as far as I'm concerned. Sentinel, not technically, because it's mentioned in the Hive Guard description.
Eat it.
I've got entries for a lot of the other flora. I mean, there's like some things that don't even show up on the terrain scanner, like in the dense biozone. These little flowers that just have teeth, and they don't show up on the terrain scanner. These guys. I'm literally the same level as them.
Yeah, except they probably actually are their level.
Yes, I like that. That was funny.
Eat it.
I don't know if he's shooting the rock ones too. He might be. The rock ones. I shouldn't be calling them that. Skadoosh.
You did it. Core infuser active.
Lighting up. Take it.
Ounce.
Easy it with boom.
Alright, no more dolly dilly dally dilly dollying around. Right. Get this road on the show.
Extracted. Refinery
Let's get this toad in the hole.
working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise will draw in the locals, so stay on your toes and
You know what toad in the hole is?
protect and maintain the
Sausage in
Batter.
refinery is attracting
but not a
Mm,
battered
like
sausage.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, it is Yorkshire pudding, isn't it, basically?
She's also technically pancake mix.
It is also that, yeah.
Food for thought. Sausage pancake.
Well, in
Essentially
France,
what Owen.
Pipeline.
well, in France, savoury crepes are just a thing. Which makes sense. When you think about it.
I'm the king of pipes!
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery.
I accidentally
Malfunction.
turned off my flashlight and it's quite creepy.
I love doing that. Because especially in the Ezio world, if you're just walking through the tunnels and just, well, your game crashed.
No more leaks.
Oh,
Pipeline repaired.
just a
Other
big old
pipelines
lag
are still
spike.
malfunctioning.
Assuming you're still with us. Yeah. If you're just walking through the tunnels in Ezio Will and there's no other sources of light, you turn your flashlight off. It's just complete darkness. And the only things you can see is just
Damage
any
repair.
of like the plants that will just glow and like your weapon screens. Very picturesque.
Extraction is back up and running.
Atmospheric as fuck, boy.
Speaking of picturesque, I got a new laptop for Christmas, and normally I have like One Piece or like Berserk backgrounds on like my PC and phone and that. And I'm like, you know what? I'll do like Deep Rock. I'll look at Deep Rock background on my laptop. And so I look up fucking like Deep Rock wallpapers, and they are all horrific. They're fucking terrible. They suck first off, but then also for some reason their resolution is asshole, and it just isn't.
I
Like,
found
it
a
just
lot of
immediately really,
very
like,
good looking high resolution
scuffed.
Deep Rock.
Okay, we got a
Like
problem with
screensavers.
pipelines. Fix it to keep the
I don't know what you,
extraction
I
running.
don't know why you're having trouble.
There is like none, and they are all bad.
Shield charged and ready.
They all don't work. It's really, like, literally, they're all incredibly blurry. Like clearly way too small.
How many fucking pixels is your laptop there? 20,000?
I don't know. It's very high res. Better than my anything really.
I see someone's knocking at the door. I can't be bothered. Talk to me.
Someone's knocking at your door. Someone's ringing the bell. Doobie doobie doobie
Pipeline
doobie.
functional again. However, we still
Doobie
have
doobie
malfunctions in the
song.
system.
Yeah, give me some sugar.
Wee.
I ain't gonna tell you. Go with the flow.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back. This pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding issues.
That's the issue with having your window right next to your front door. You can just look in and you no one answers it.
Getting supplies. Like
Dude,
riding a roller coaster.
Like, oh, no one's home. Then we check the window next to the front door, and they'll just look into your room and see you butt ass naked. Yeah.
All pipelines fixed.
What about
and
when William saw
operational
you
again.
butt ass naked? He had a towel on, but that doesn't count.
Getting more ammo.
That's what?
Incoming swarm.
Shut
Show
up.
them your dwarves.
No. You're laughing at me. And it can't be funny if I'm the victim. Shut up.
Sequence at 75%. You're doing good.
Stop being mean.
The extraction has
You're
stopped.
not being
Pipelines
a
need
good
maintaining.
friend. I watched some stuff on the Don't Go Scared show that was on like TV.
This pipeline is
You remember
fixed,
Don't
but
Argue
you
I'm
need to
Scared?
clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
Well, first of all, it was on all four, so
Let's clear them out.
I don't think so. It might be, to be honest with you. It's all on like 4-player or whatever that stupid shit is, which I'm pretty sure it's free as long as you have a telly license. They'll fucking get ya. You ain't watching Don't Worry I'm Scared unless you got a fucking telly license.
I love crime.
I'll put you in the fucking prison for your fucking rest of your life. Your family is gonna die without remembering what your fucking face looks like because you ain't paid your fucking telly
Brace
license.
yourselves. There's a big group of incoming enemies. The pumps are working as fast as they can. Keep it up.
Put a bullet in the back of your fucking head. You ain't paying a fucking telly license.
What a jaw-dropping experience. Gotta go slow.
Except I don't have a bullet because I'm English.
Excellent work, miners.
So I'll fucking stab you with my fucking baton.
Cargo rocket is fully loaded. All systems are go. Just press the launch button.
Kill me! I'll think again!
I swear to fucking God, if I get another fucking Umanite fucking canister, I'm gonna throw my fucking head out my window. No, I don't need fucking Umanite. I have 6 fucking Eno pearls. 6 fucking Eno pearls. I've got at least 1,500 of every fucking thing else. But fucking
Well done.
6 fucking Eno pearls, and I have not got one Eno pearl canister. Not at all. Not a single fucking one.
Shields ready again.
Yeah, don't fucking DDoS yourself, lad.
Thank you, pal.
Yeah, he has got his full name and address on the online.
Here I come.
Yeah, stupid people know what they're doing.
3 minutes.
Feels weird
Hurry
talking
up,
normally.
I'm
I prefer
getting
talking in
bored.
the accent. Alright, I think I fucking will, mate. I'm not even sure where this accent's from in particular, to be honest with you. I think it's somewhere up north, or at least more north than we are, but that's not really saying much, to be honest. Right, lads, get in the thing. I'm gonna go get the other lass. Quick. Oh, the other fella's managed to go and die. Everything's fine. Don't fucking worry about it. Oh, he's fallen all the way down, he has.
Drop pod to
Aye, can you go get him?
2
We'll
minutes.
go get in the pod. You're the one with the grappling hook, otherwise it'll be a right pain in the ass. Harry, are you gonna go get him?
Rock and roll!
Alright, clearly Harry is not gonna go get him. So I guess I am. Turning a bit Welsh. Bit Welsh. Wake. I am Welsh. I like the poopy in my mouthy. Ooh. Wake. I got fucking dry jawed. Never really stood a chance now, did I? Harry, I'm gonna die. Wake. It's up to the gunner now to make a decision. Does he go down, be the dwarf he knows he must?
Drop pod to
Or does he go back into the pod and join Harry in the dark side? He's made the right choice. Even if he dies, he's a true dwarf. To the day he dies, which may or may not be very soon. I'm gonna lean more on the soon part, because to be honest, he doesn't actually have that one. Oh, he fell to his death, and Harry's gone.
Good work.
He's gone up. Let it be known that everyone that passed down in the caves this day were true dwarfs, and the only survivor was a leaf lover. Although, in reality, the scout really shouldn't have died in the first place. He got in the pod. If he just stayed there, everyone would have made it out. But we'll ignore that. Point is, the gunner was a true dwarf. A real stand-up lad. And at this point, I'm not sure if Harry is even here. Leave my cup on my windowsill because the wind makes it really cold, like colder than even my fridge does, especially because it's winter. But it kind of leaves it with a bit of a funny taste. I think his nature taste. It's like the wind getting in the drink and making it all fucked. I got 4 Umanite canisters, 2 Magnite, 1 Jadis and 1 Cropper. And let me tell you this, I do not need fucking any of them. I have almost 2,000 of everything. And yeah, I've got fucking 57 Eno Pearl. Like, you're taking the fucking piss at that point, really. Like, come on, I need fucking Eno Pearls, or I'm not going to be able to promote my fucking driller. If I can't promote my driller, I'm not really going to play the fucking game, because I don't really like playing it with anyone else. So it's really fucking on you. Deep Rock, you're the move. That's all I'm going to see on the matter. Sort your fucking shit out, Deep Rock. Give me some fucking Eno Pearls. Sort out your fucking cosmetics. And more grenades. Yeah, that's what we want. More warnings and more grenades. That's what we should get next season. More warnings, more grenades. Right, I forgot I actually like pick stuff. Oh. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Oh, heaven, kumbaya. Hello, Harry. Where have you been?
We're ordering from Chippy.
You were ordering from the Chippy, were you?
And then like fucking the cat's bothering me and it needs to be fed and I need to order the chips and I'm gonna it's all oh no. And it's an escort duty.
And Tangent Dawn has left, yes.
Well hold on, I might be able to upgrade something. I can.
Ooh,
I can decrease.
I'm alright spastic, I am.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, Harry. I've been doing this accent for a while now, and I've been ping-ponging across all of England. Or not really England, in fact, beyond England. All of the UK. I'm pretty sure there's been Welsh, been Scottish. I think
haven't been
Irish,
Scottish.
I'm really not sure if I can.
I can do Irish.
Lock and load.
I don't know how you really do Irish, unless you just talk really quickly.
Just do it quick like.
I think that's really the key to it.
You gotta say some sort of things like at the end of every sentence, like, you know.
Well, I don't know. I think I just really have to think about like top of the morning to you. Really, I think that kind of words really key you in on how do you go about speaking Irish.
Fucking hell.
At this point, I think I've lost my original voice. I've no idea who I truly am.
I'm going to
in the role.
burn down your house.
That sounds like something an Irish person would say. Either that
It's something an
or,
Irish person would say, like.
blow up a car.
And look, well, actually, that's something else. That is Irish.
I'm
but
pretty sure that is very Irish.
it's not. It's not. It's,
Escort duty. Our target is an Omran Heartstone, and your job
I think
is to
IRS
protect
still
and
around.
maintain the drill dozer.
Am I
What's
gonna be
Irish stand
car bombed
for?
for making this joke?
Get ready.
are we gonna be car bombed?
No, am I gonna be car bombed? You're probably gonna be fine.
Am I gonna be car bombed? Making a joke about Irish
I
people
really
car
hope I don't
bombed.
get car bombed. That'd be a right bummer for my evening.
You're not. That's not Irish anymore. That's fucking somewhere in England.
Exactly, that's what the accent keeps doing. Just keeps flipping and bopping it all around England.
I can do a fairly good Welsh accent.
Tom could do a pretty good Welsh. Barry,
Pretty good
because
Welsh.
his family is Welsh.
Wow, what a
I
bunch
really
of
don't know
Welsh.
where the accent's going anymore.
What a bunch of Welsh bastards. That's more Scottish, actually. Smoking inside. Smoke inside.
He's a rebel, he is.
There's only shale here.
Yeah, I can fucking see that, you piece of shit.
There's only shale, like...
I'll
You see?
fucking beat the shit out of you if you think you can fucking come up to me and say you point out the fucking oil shit. Fucking
oui. There's oil shale here. No.
That's
God
it, I've had
damn
enough.
it, I
We'll
take a
start
lot
the
of fucking fall
drill
damage,
dozer.
don't I?
Drill dozer setting off.
Yeah, you take fucking full damage, you dumb wee lass.
You could call it full damage.
Full damage.
Bijou.
Bonjour!
He's a French. Oh no! French.
Oh god! He's a French man! He reeks
Wait,
of
wait,
the
wait.
froggy.
He does what now?
He be eating the froggy and the galacus snails.
Picture
for
of
the
first-
the lunch.
Picture of the first Frenchman. Yeah, tasting Coca-Cola. Ah! This does not taste of piss and cigarettes. Dégoûtant.
I'd have you know that Coca-Cola actually tastes very similar to piss and cigarettes. Oh, I'm the French man.
drunk.
I am absolutely pissed. I love fucking snails in my mouth.
You're gonna say something else.
No, I am not gay. I'm French. Oh
I'm
no,
not-
fuck! I'm not French anymore.
I'm not gay.
I'm going back to
I'm French.
Scottish. I'm a very French man, Harry.
Flank you. Hey,
Welsh Frenchman.
God, I fucking love snails in
Hello,
my
this is
mouth.
a computer support. How can we help you? This is tech support. We are from Delhi.
There's a fucking spitballer in front
It's
of
fine.
us.
It's gone.
It's
It's
fucking
gone.
dead.
Deader than
Never
a,
stood a chance.
it's deader than a dodo's door now.
At this point, I'm kind of running off the short bits I've heard of Tom's girlfriend.
Out of fuel.
The dumb Scottish broad that she is.
That stupid Scottish.
Extract any nearby oil shale. We'll
Oh,
Imagine dating a Scotswoman. Basically
Scotswoman.
dating a Scotsman at that point.
It's like dating a Scotsman, except they have a bigger cock.
Except they got more hair on their chest.
More hair on their chest. More...
Scotswomen are quite like dwarves, really. They're both hairy and fucking ugly.
Really ugly. They live underground.
And very shocked as well. They're all little midge men. Give
Midge
pat on
men.
the head.
Midge men. Oh my goodness.
Give the old rough and tumble. They won't be able to do a damn thing about it. The little fucking shorties.
Shorties. Okay.
Shorties got a
Who the
melody.
In my head. Who the fuck called that resupply? Call that resupply. That was an imitation of that stupid song. That shanty. Call that resupply.
Boy.
It sounds so dumb.
The thing about Shanty, you need a strong accent. If you can get like a proper Scottish man.
rock
and
and
like-
stone.
See? It's just better. It's just actually fucking better. If you can get like a group of legitimate like Scottish.
They should have just got the
brute
voice actor
men.
to do it. At least.
No, because I can't imagine it's gonna sound good, to be honest with you.
Plug back in.
Like, he's not really even a voice actor, let alone a fucking singer. That's really pushing the boundaries at that point.
This is the resupply pod.
But it really does. The recoil really does go down.
Whoever's got
With what? The mods?
Yeah, the mod. You don't even need fucking AI stability engine.
Drill dozers ready to make more progress.
It's like, it doesn't feel like much. But they really did make the GK2 so much better.
Drill dozer moving. Everything
Yeah.
looks fine, but expect that to change.
That's why I think they can and should and probably will touch like all the guns. That would be
Eventually.
a really good side thing
Oh,
to
fuck.
do. Hey, Ari, you've fallen. You've added to the statistic.
Anyway, you're a statistic.
Got a big horde of
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
not very nice.
I'm fairly confident as well. If they're doing it in terms of actually, if they're not doing it in that way yet, which they shouldn't be, where they're just doing it to shake things up, I don't think they're at that point yet. It
Or
should be the
the
stubby
modulator
next,
tower.
realistically. Pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think that's what we need going. You know, we talk about try and drop the accent, but I really just prefer talking in it.
Carry on then.
It's something. It's something we need to
That's so fucking wrong.
really do more often, really, as like a community. Just really like, because obviously we do it kind of naturally, you know, with the GK. Everyone just kind of agreed that it fucking sucked, and that's how we got the change to happen. It's like saying with the bring back small meteor, like sometimes it just kind of happens. But if we can actually like manufacture our opinions reliably, then the ghost ship would actually have a way of knowing like what we want, like instead of just whenever we decide, you know what, fuck that gun in particular. Because the JK was always as bad as it was. It's just people all just paid attention to it at the same time, and that's really what got the change to happen. So if we can just like do that again, really, with like anything else, like the stubby or the boomstick. I mean, I think generally, I think people can agree the stubby's kind of ass. Like, it's not often that I see an engineer using a stubby.
I think when I do, I respect it though. There's something weirdly refined about the stubby in my way.
Well, not really. It just feels like when
I feel
someone
like, no, I
picks
feel like a
character
refined
that's just a
dwarf
guaranteed
uses the
throw.
stubby.
That's an accent. It's yeah, no. I think stubby is like sure, like I don't know. It's like yeah, they're using a gun. They're using the gun they want to use, but it's probably them trying out the stubby, trying to make it work, failing, and then gonna go change later. You're just seeing a short part of it because it's just there's not really a build that feels good to do.
No, not
Like,
even the
it's
turret EM
just-
discharge, and even that, it's too far from the stubby to be like. It's too far from the stubby to excuse the stubby. It's like you're not a good weapon just because a build that massively. You're basically not even shoot. You don't shoot enemies with it. That doesn't make
Yeah,
it
you
gun
just
good.
shoot
That's
a
just one build.
stationary turret, and then that does the rest. That you can bet, and it hurts everyone else around you. So it's not
Yeah.
even like. It's just its best build isn't fun and isn't even that good either. Alright, like there's quite a few flaws to it, and it's just I don't know. I feel like all it would really take is Knowing Fate doing a video on it, because that's all that really took. That's what the GK was really.
I think
he
I
did
think
a video.
But the thing is, they
talking about
made
how
the
GK just
GK2 more
was.
accurate. I think something they should do is actually buff most aspects of the stubby, but actually make it less accurate. I think it should lean more towards closer range, the mid range.
No, you dumbass. That's
Everything
not
else should
at
be
all
stronger.
what it should do. Because like engineers, it's shotgun is that, right? Don't compete against a shotgun in close range.
Yeah, but it's an
like rule
SMG.
number one in guns. No, yeah, SMGs lose to shotguns in close range. That's like gaming 101.
Basically, the point is the stubby should. They need to like make it. I think they could all do some touching up, Warthog least of all, because it really should be pretty clear, like what is for what range, and they should all represent 3 different ranges.
Yeah, well, even the Loki isn't actually long range. Really,
Yeah, but it
is
should be. And the stubby should
Yeah.
dominate mid-range, and the Warthog should be purely close range. But the Warthog is amazing at mid-range as well.
Which makes me think an unwritten part of engineers' primaries is that they're short range, short to medium.
For me, it actually averages out to medium, I think, because of the smart rifle, which is really terrible at close range, and it's a bit weird at long range. Because think about it,
Okay,
the smart rifle is terrible at close range.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible, but yeah. I think that's the other issue with the stubby. Oh, I don't know. It's just really I can't get behind most guns in the game. Like, whenever I look at it like properly and I think about it, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, everything other than Driller's primaries fucking suck. Like they're so like misbalanced and like dumb and like not right and stuff like that.
But they are.
I guess,
when you
It's
think
like, I
about
don't know,
it.
it's like, yeah, obviously they kind of are, but it's like, I'm thinking about it, like, you know, you got the fucking GK, and obviously that's really good now, they managed that. But the M1000's only really good with fucking.
I feel like people maybe have caught on to the M1000. I mean, they haven't caught on, but it's not the same situation as the boomstick. For me. Boomstick feels more like people really are just blinded to think it's amazing. They don't want to overclock. People just understand that hipster is amazing, but it feels like this weird exclusivity where it's like they know that hipster is amazing, but for some reason it doesn't translate to understanding that the weapon is probably not good enough by itself. But they're also not necessarily saying that the M1000 is amazing because of hipster. It feels it's weird. But whereas in the case of the boomstick, special powder is just making people think it's a good weapon. Whereas M1000, people it's just focused on hipster. People don't think. I don't think it's like I don't think anyone's like, oh, the M1000 is amazing because of hipster. They're just like, hipster is good. But then it doesn't turn around and be like, oh, that also means that the M1000 isn't particularly good without hipster. Like the logic is missing. People don't quite understand this. And arguably the M1000 is worse in general, I think. Because it's not because the thing with the boomstick, it's not like special powder makes it stronger. The M1000, hipster makes the M1000 so much stronger.
Yeah.
Traction at 75%, almost there.
To the point where it's almost usable.
Yeah, I mean, really, but it's pretty simple. They just need to move some of its ammo to the base weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be that simple,
Because
but
that would
that's
also
the obvious starting point.
better. Like that's like because like the things where it's like, sure, this is good, but you just don't have enough ammo, then just become good, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you could,
I mean, I think
if you
electric
could do like,
focus shot still needs to be changed to be like the taser bolt, basically. So you could just that's a pretty simple one to me. Not literally
it's
taser
not
bolt, but in the
changed
sense.
a lot more than that.
Well, yeah. But in the sense of it's something that's like this is replacing a lot of your charge shot, your focus shot. I think you should be able to electrocute anything. Like that's fair. Especially when that's all it does. It's such a boring and bad overclock, despite
What,
adding a status
is
effect.
it like it's not clean, is it? It's like a medium.
Unstable.
God.
Yeah.
But all
It's
it
fun
does is
reload,
make
it's
charge
just-
shots electrocute.
Yeah. But makes them do less
What
direct
do you
damage.
lose for that? Oh god. That's just a medium, first of all. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, but it's not
Like,
actually
it's
that
not even a
extreme.
good one.
No, it's terrible. Like electrifying
Yeah, I know,
reload,
yeah.
so
It's just,
hilarious
like-
in comparison.
It's just kind of stuff like that, which like the current Ghost Ship. As much as I say that it's kind of games updates are going downhill, current Ghost Ship wouldn't add something like that. They would do better than that, which is why I can see the appeal of a new wave of overclocks. Because they're not going to add a shitty fucking unstable that all it does is make one type of firing mode deal electrical damage. That they're not
Exactly.
doing that anymore. They're going harder than that. And yeah, so I do see a lot of the appeal.
That's one of the big ones, because in my eyes, except when it comes to just filling in, where some things don't have sort of basic stats like addressed in overclocks, there's not going to be like any cleans. Things literally just be filling out stuff that is like missing. There's an omen. You want to do that?
There is an omen.
You can't now. You could.
Well, I didn't press the button.
I know you didn't. You're not angry? Where's your rage?
I don't actually have a. Well,
I guess we'll ignore it.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule.
we could start it and then leave.
Drop pod departing in T
What the
minus
fuck?
5 minutes.
Well, you're gonna have to. Well, you're gonna have to start it then. If you want to do that.
Oh, where is it? It was like here.
Back. Go back.
Oh.
Previous room. Go back. Simon, when you go back and use toilet, careful not fall in hole.
You can all
Aye.
relax, you sissies. I
Simon,
took out the trawler.
Simon, you drink the tea of the Incan people.
Enemy slow down.
love the Yog Pod.
The mule's been called back. Good thing we stopped those. Slow down, please.
It's like nostalgic, even though I didn't listen to them anywhere even close to when they originally came out. Get in there, girl.
We saved the
Mule has docked. Initiating launch sequence.
I'm first.
They didn't even know. They probably have no idea what's going on. We're just exactly the same. All three of us, really. He's got the Mark II armor on, but it's just like,
I'll never get the smell out of
be
my
honest, we're all
arm.
just the same guy.
Let's just go. I'll just wait for it. See what happens.
Retrieving escape pod.
Nothing can happen.
We'll see.
What do you mean?
Music still play.
Yeah, but what would happen? If you wait like 3 minutes on the end screen, it would like suddenly appear.
This is the right stuff.
You guys are like white women.
You'll never find another one like me. You guys are like white women. Annoying as fuck. Yeah.
Like an actual good blonde.
Yeah. See, this is what I was thinking about. So
I guess there's a blonde. But...
it's actually really. I think that's good. It's a good touch that elimination is the final mission and not in escort duty. So if you look at blonde, yeah, I feel like they could go blonder, like whiter with the blonde. You know, some people are like really blonde, and that this isn't
maybe
really
a bit of
blonde.
dirty blonde as well.
Mission is ready. The pod
But
is
yellow
ready.
with hints of brown.
Drop pod.
Bits of shitting,
Yeah.
like actual feces.
Bang for the buck if you ask me.
You know, I like Emerald way more than Jade.
Everyone
I don't know. I keep it.
Jade is fucking disgusting. It's like seafoam green. It's icky. Then Emerald is actually like a rich green that you can honestly make like, I don't know. It's like
I like
leaf green. Well, Jade green is
Pokemon
barely
leaf
green.
This looks nice.
So I guess in that regard, I guess Emerald is probably a sign that we're gonna
Oh,
get blue
shit.
next season.
Sapphire, though. It'd be
Because it's
fucking
like an
sapphire.
actual
It will
good
look like
green.
that. It won't be natural blue. I mean, there is no natural blue, to be fair, but it won't be. It won't be right.
I'm not asking for natural. I'm asking for like as rich
So-
a color as Emerald is, but blue.
You don't think they should do that Azure one, that fan made one? I think it should be more like the emerald, but just blue.
I'd prefer both, but like
Yeah.
the only time that I'd use it is for like a actual blue, like really deep blue.
Deep blue. Wow, 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 wow.
Because I'm only ever going to use it on one fucking look on Scout. But
I'm a
I still want
stonebreaker.
that look.
I'm a stonebreaker.
Just a mod
I
for
know
me.
you.
Power attack recharge.
Yes.
Nice. I'm a genius.
Oh my god.
Better.
I'm a motherfucking god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Unlock.
Got balls free. Got free people watching. Somebody say something. I feel like we lost it a little bit. Was that your Jared Leto
Lost what a
Joker laugh?
That's Squidward. And or William.
Hope it'll be easier than the last time.
Just show me where to shoot.
Thank you.
You play the cash register. No, he says. It's a fucking nemesis.
Cluster. So we're sending you in to take care of it ASAP. Take those big bastards out before they force us
Good.
to shut down
Good.
operations in the area. And try
I
to
don't
make
need
it
this
back
shit,
to
man.
William's store.
Where is he?
I love Nemesis.
She's over on the map.
He's not on the map, is he? I feel like that wasn't a thing, right? As in, that's not something that changed in season 3, right? I swear I've seen him on the map during season 3.
I think you might have to get closer now.
No, he's not showing up. You're just going straight towards it.
I wouldn't say that.
You are, though, aren't you?
Might be.
You're not going to say it, though.
Flares up.
I'm going in a direction. If it just so happens to be where he's at, then oh well, what a funny coincidence.
Oh, what a coincidence. We're rich! I know that's new.
That was a change they made.
Yeah, they added that, yeah. Yeah, this gun is AFK, by the way.
Alright, are we gonna get a immensely high level player, or are we gonna get a another way?
I can't tell yet. He's a green beard.
Once again, completely fair.
He's greener than fresh
more
baby
than
shit.
welcome in House 3s. He is like damage resistant though, I imagine.
Oh fuck, he does as well. Good lord. He's gone?
What the electric status effect represents?
That is actually that. That's the damage resistance. That's what they used for it.
Could use like a shield icon.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Right, he's got damage resistance again, I think.
Oh right, no, it doesn't work. I wonder why I kept like not having all my status effects applied. You might want to move.
Or him? Yeah, he might want to move. What is he doing?
Dude.
What is he doing?
Dude.
Bro,
Dude.
he's promoted as
How's
well.
he not getting grabbed?
That's a good point.
He's getting grabbed now.
Oh,
Rock and stone, brother.
close quarters combat.
Well, that was a task to kill. Fucking damage resistant fucking nemesis.
Luckily, this isn't his Dreadnought room as well. So we don't have that fucking going on.
Yeah, that's another
What's he
reason
doing? Why are they trying to pickaxe it? This guy's an idiot.
That's very nice. Yeah.
There's a hoarder. Oh shit!
I mean that literally. He just didn't very nice.
I won't chase it. This morning. He's gonna run back
Oh,
now
fine.
into the fucking
Kill it before it gets away.
the zone. Or not? He's just gonna stay completely still. I mean, he did have
Yeah,
every
he's
effect
being
under the fucking sun on him.
Yeah.
If that was I mean, he wasn't really moving, but if that was a detonator, it would literally wouldn't be able to move. It would just be slowed down so much.
We should be fighting them there.
If only this bloody bucket was bigger.
Well, we're stronger.
Yeah, but like we can stand in here and then like them not be in there. That's
They
an
also,
option.
they also have infinite
I'm not scared of you.
ammo. If you can call it that. And it turns them into bullet sponges. And we don't have infinite ammo.
Yeah, it does drain our resources a lot more. Right,
So-
you actually loot that room?
I don't
I
know.
don't really do that kind of thing.
You snooze, you lose.
I just think this is the right way to go.
I guess we'll probably head back.
Multiple meteors
Wow.
detected. Probable impact locations are being calculated. Time to put those stumpy legs to use, team.
Was what? Oi! That is really rude.
Fuck, man. That gunner is really in shit's creek. They're falling all around him.
Deep shit. Just come with me, and you'll see. It's a tunnel. I think it just leads to the one of the dreadnought rooms. Just over the Everhenge. Oh, why did I? Oh, that was for that.
I know the way. Over
Oh,
here
that.
at the marker point.
For that, I'm not surprised. Although I
Da-da-da.
think you need to do that.
Molly is
Da-da-da.
I'm not surprised they
I
didn't
call
do
from
that.
you.
It's just shooting it.
What, the rock or
The guy that was just shooting the meteor.
Oi, please!
He stopped.
Can you blame him?
Yes,
My boots! My
Alright.
poor boots!
and I will. What an
I've
idiot.
got a bad feeling about this, but not as bad as you.
You can't seriously.
With me!
He's doing his best. His best is just nowhere close to enough.
His best is just utterly inadequate beyond words.
Just completely below par.
Below par. Bob par.
What par here from your mum?
What?
Got him. Oh, my work cooker is already out. It's that fucking nemesis.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Get me free!
oh, what?
Set me free.
My beard off!
Set me free.
Cocoon here! Is
My
everyone
third
listening?
dreadnought.
Well, I'm not having this ridge being there. That I'm alright. I just saw into the future.
Yeah,
What did you see?
Mr.
Fucking ridge that I was trying to jump up and couldn't. Oh, it's blowing a hoolie.
Honestly, with like the See You in Hell like boost, it's so easy to fucking mash Grunts' face in on this hazard level.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. Especially when you're not in Vampire, it doesn't end up being particularly good because you have to take damage. So it's arguably not the best idea in the world. Well, no, it's definitely not. It's definitely not the best idea.
Well, I think being completely new to the game, See You in Hell is not the worst thing to run. Although I think we both agree that honestly, being new to the game, the best thing you should always run is Iron World.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it just makes you better.
Yeah.
You just get
Anyway,
more chances to do
Shut
stuff.
up. On the topic of See You in Hell, when it comes to changing around and reworking perks, first of all, that passive should be moved to Berserker, right? First of all, and they should See You in Hell should get a different passive.
Yeah.
Berserker doesn't have a
probably.
passive, by the way, because See You in Hell got it instead. Because that's how I see it.
Friendlies! Friendlies!
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's passive. It's a good passive, actually, for See You in Hell, but it doesn't really go together. It just makes more sense than Berserker. And Berserker doesn't have one. But so what else would you come up with for a Berserker passive? That's the thing.
Eliminated.
And it's not like they all need
Yeah.
passives, though, either, all of active, because obviously Dash probably shouldn't have a passive.
I don't know. I agree, but I disagree. I think it would be a lot better if there was just a rule that either active perks didn't give passives or they just all do. Like, it would kind of balance things out a little bit more.
I mean, actually, it'd be fine if Dash was less, like, frequent. They just gave you a passive speed boost. And just have it as often.
Yeah, moving very
Because the
quick.
thing is, like, Dash should never be, like, limited charges, I think. It should be, but it needs to be balanced in some other way if you added the passive to it.
Loaded bag of troll plot. Die!
Not letting that happen. Not me. He just shot out of his ass.
Shooting you pointy ear.
You're not meant to do that.
Inhibitor field up.
Put it in a hole.
Who could have foreseen this?
It's a very weird hole.
A little hole.
Oh, hey, Jazz.
You're about to get monkeyed.
That's a 3. I'm not about to get anything.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. It's changed for the better, but I do miss just being able to. Hello. Why? Fine.
Much better.
Alright, we're on a timer.
It's the last mission.
I know, but I'm still on a timer.
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Huh?
Flares recharging.
Is that a yes?
Ammo taken. Ready to kill
So-
some more.
Sorry?
Well, this is my first resupply this session.
Getting more ammo. Shield.
Yummy.
Yummy.
This build is quite ammo efficient. And if it wasn't for the fact that it's also kind of not that, like it's not built for that, then I probably wouldn't have actually used it. Like if I had fucking mega power supply, I probably wouldn't have grabbed it then. Needed to.
Mega
But
power
no, I've got fucking stupid ass, not reliable ass radiation.
supply. Not reliable. Ass. Got a word for that.
Unreliable ass.
Is.
Loot bug down.
Is. That one.
Oh, Mary, I missed a word over
Alright,
here.
alright,
I'm a
alright,
word
alright,
class.
alright. Word class.
Line
Word
is up.
class. World class.
Man, that was some world class wrestling.
There was some world class fucking sucking.
Man, that was some world class bussy.
I love this.
First class bussy.
That was the best bussy I've ever had. Thank you, Williams.
Who?
I don't know, that was just the first name I thought of. Like second name Williams. Just sounds like the kind of person that would sell out their bussy to like an old
What?
fucking miner. American miner. That was the scenario I had in my head.
You are epic gamer.
Thank you.
Over here by the marker point.
People don't often say that kind of thing.
You are
It's just
epic gamer.
nice to be appreciated.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Alright, that's it. I'm gonna deposit it.
Resupply arrived. Go restock.
Deposit Timmy's balls in your nose.
Have you checked your butthole? Give it butthole.
It's a mystery to me how all these men follow me. I'm taking some of the ammo.
More like,
I don't want to see what comes out when it's done.
but, please don't shoot me.
And we've got a
I have a
Then we've got-
family. I have 3 lovely children. Samuel Jackson.
Samuel
and-
Jackson.
Ah,
Samuel R. Jackson.
I forgot his middle one.
L.
L.
To change it to
That's
W.
my third
Should change
child. It's a reference to the anime Death Note.
it. Reference to the anime Samuel Jackson. The anime.
He
I
is
just
an
realised.
anime.
I just realised what I'm doing. Because I need to get changed. Well, kind of changed. Kind of. And I was just doing that. I was just.
Yeah. Pretty rally, you
See.
think.
Fine. I didn't take my pants off. I want my pants. I don't need to have pants. I've got them on already.
Gotta go fast.
Where you going?
Chip shop. Apparently my brother needs me to go in and get it.
Literally, like, is the only thing there chips, or is this just
What?
like are you literally like the only thing they sell there is chips, and that's the only thing I'm going there to get, or is
What
this
do you
just a
mean?
fish and chip shop? Like, are you serious in that it's just a chip shop?
Of course it isn't. What?
Good.
What?
Well, I thought there
What
was a
indicated
place
that?
that just sold chips that
Is
I
there?
needed to know about right quick.
Why would you need to know about that?
Because I quite like chips.
Yeah, but you can just get chips. Many fish and chip places.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a place that only sells chips, it surely must be good chips.
There is actually. There is. I've been there. It's in Cornwall. Rick Stein's Chip Emporium.
Oh my.
I don't
Good?
think it's actually called Yes. And they weren't like generic either. But they weren't the best. They weren't the best chips I've ever had, but they were distinct. I'll give them that, and they were nice. And they pretty much just do chips. They even do like like the scraps, which is just the little bits just left over, tiny bits. They actually collect all those and give them out for free, which I think is just for like homeless people.
I get the fuck off our recently.
Yeah. What is that?
I need to get
Oh, what a bozo!
just kind of camping it.
He's camping. Dick. I'm gonna just threw a grenade at nothing except me.
Face the pickaxe! Already, there's retorting. Never felt better.
Guys,
Does the caretaker have its own boss music? It doesn't, does it?
oh, definitely should though.
I think that would have helped.
Oh yeah.
If Rivals had their own soundtrack, it would have helped.
To be fair, yeah, I mean they definitely should have. They would suit their own music so well. That makes sense.
Like a
It would be
rival
much
wave
more
would be-
EDM.
A lot more beeps. It would be like
It is
some
fair,
sort
though.
of like techno in the normal kind of music.
I think it is fair that they didn't make it with Dreadnought.
Is it just wave swarm music?
Yeah, I think that's better though, because it's higher energy.
Keep it together. Drop
Yeah. Plus the dread. Well, that's the thing though, really, isn't it? Dreadnoughts have dreadnought music. They have it like three different. Isn't like 3 different dreadnoughts like soundtracks?
Four.
Yeah. So there's 4 different soundtracks just for dreadnoughts, right? Which is its own game mode. Yet Caretaker doesn't get a soundtrack.
Drop-on has arrived.
So it's kind of like, how the fuck do you expect me and the community and everyone to treat the Rivals and the Caretaker like other pre-established enemies when you aren't even treating it like it? You don't even give enough of a shit to give its own soundtrack. That's really my kind of angle, and it's actually kind of pissing me off. It's like, the fuck do you expect people to like treat it like the rest of the content when they don't? They don't want to incorporate it and give it a soundtrack, unlike the fucking Dreadnoughts. Like, then fuck the Caretaker. Fuck that game mode. Like, clearly you didn't care enough about it to put in do that. Like, why should we treat it the same as other game modes? And clearly it isn't. Point is, that is something that's really pissed me off all of a sudden. And how they didn't want to give the new faction a soundtrack. And really, it's the same with the Rockbox. It's just they don't have like a boss fight that would have severely benefited like 2 to 3 soundtracks that went along with it. Because if it was like a fucking kick-ass like music soundtrack that only occurred whenever you bump
A music
into
soundtrack.
fucking
Do not.
Nemesis or
bother me.
like Caretaker, like fucking
The mule is secured.
like which is so far away.
Launch sequence.
Like
Keep
I would do them
ready for your
often
work.
because I
It'll
just want to
play-
listen to the fucking music.
You might disagree with this actually. It will play when you encounter turret controller. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe on Nemesis. I don't know. This Nemesis was an actual boss.
Like there is ample reason to add a new, like, because obviously they don't really want to add a new soundtrack, but there is ample reason to add.
But
new
once
soundtracks.
again,
there are.
no. That's the point, though. The point is, it's actually just doing a volume 3 isn't the right move in this case, which is why they can't wrap their head around it. I think because it would be adding specific pieces of music for the new content instead of just doing a volume 3, which they decided against, and they see that. Yeah, but does that mean it would?
Rockpox music.
What?
Like that's what it would be. It would just be music. It would be all the new music that they would add for the new content.
Tyler, can you
You know,
just
the
kill
thing
that
that
other
like
guy?
most games do normally. With new content, they add new music to go with it to give it a new feeling. That's it. Sludge down.
This is bullshit, man. I have to go. I'm being held up by someone who's trying to like revive me. Not right.
These bugs don't stand a chance against us.
We were so close!
Good work. We're pulling it back in.
Play Sludge Town.
What? Yeah.
I was sludging up. I was sludging all over the place.